Hey everyone, how's it going today? We're doing a little bit more Monster Rancher. We're fixing up our galley, we're finishing off. I did a little bit of grinding off stream to get some peaches. So I think I'm about a year ahead of where I was in the game prior, but galley, I haven't actually raised at all. So we're good to do that. I just want to really quickly, I changed some stuff on Facebook. Not Facebook, what the fuck? YouTube. Bro, what's wrong with my brain when I say Facebook? I realized yesterday I didn't actually turn on ads for my YouTube, which is fine, it's whatever, it's not the end of the world. But I'm gonna turn them on right now. Hope everyone's doing okay. Yeah, I totally forgot. The combo breaker was off as well. None of the above, submit. On, next, none of the above. I missed out on like multiple dollars. It's very unfortunate. No, it's not made for kids. Monetization, let YouTube choose. Okay. Cool, so that's all donezo. Is the CB command still a form or a link to top 4? It's still a form. I should probably change that. I'm just gonna take it out of the handle for now, or the title, and then we'll just creator dashboard. Edit my stream info. I should say raising a galley. Competitive play. Noticing there's something stuck in my keyboard. It's like, let me pop out this key to clean it real quick. I'm unorganized today. Not necessarily unorganized, but I'm noticing things that need to be fixed. That was a nice pop. I don't know what that is. Weird. Okay. Let me get a CB here. Cool. I just realized my switches are pink. Cool. I'm pretty bothered by humidity, otherwise fine. That's kind of how I'm feeling. It's pretty rough here. Imagine using Facebook. Yeah. Just decided to enter my other heavyweight and tropical cup. Don't even need to delete any text. Hell yeah. Hey Fahad, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Let me get advanced viewer open. Also, you know, whenever I do anything on stream that's not Monster Rancher, everybody tunes out, and that's fine. I understand. I don't take it personally. I realize people are here because of the monster and the ranchin', and that's totally fine. Absolutely not something I'm stressed about. But I was curious, because we got a couple of things coming up. We have an actual Monster Rancher battle card tournament coming up. I don't really know how I would stream that. I haven't streamed it in the past. I've streamed live like within the Discord before. I wonder if it would be worth it to try and do a video for it, record footage or whatever, because that was one of the donation incentives for Combo Breaker to help people get out there. So we'll be doing that at some point. That's still technically Monster Rancher. But another thing is that they do now have like an online multiplayer, like dedicated server thing for Crash Team Racing. And Crash Team Racing is one of my favorite games of all time. I think that could be a pretty fun thing to do with the community. Move viewer I'm looking for. I don't know if anyone here ever played Crash Team Racing, but it is the best kart racer from that era. Sorry Mario Kart, sorry Diddy Kong Racing. It's better than those. I got 32 uses of Whirlwind. Let's take a look at our roster right now. Crash Team Racing. Crash Nitro Racing is the other one, but Crash Team Racing is for PS1, yeah. That's the one that's up. Yeah, that's gonna be hype. Mario Kart 64 is overrated. I think peak Mario Kart is like very, very strong. But I think Mario Kart 64 is carried pretty hard by nostalgia. I do think Diddy Kong Racing is better. And Diddy Kong Racing has like some of the worst item gameplay. And it's still better. Where's Chocobo? Chocobo Racing is probably the worst. The tracks are all pretty bare bones. There's not a lot of tech. It's mostly just building materia. Hey, Fahad, thanks for the $2 dues. Crash Team Racing is the GOAT. It's pretty solid, yeah. Remember that era had a lot of vehicle brawler games? Vigilante 8 and Twisted Metal? Yeah. Yeah, Vigilante 8 and Twisted Metal were both really fun. I played Twisted Metal a lot more than V8, but I did play a little bit of V8 growing up. Whirlwind, yeah, I'm at 32 uses. So we're in a pretty good spot. Looking forward to the All About video or whatever when that happens for Galley. That might be a little ways away, but I have a lot of a script written for it, but I haven't gone through with doing the rest of it yet. So maybe sooner than you'd think. Didn't get to play a lot of racers from that era. I played a lot because my dad it's like the one game type my dad was really into. So I played a lot of like the NASCAR games and like the Need for Speed games from that era. And Sled Storm was a game I played a lot, which is a snowmobile racing game. That game's fucking broken. I watched the speedrun of that, and it is very funny. I was like legit thinking to myself, this would be a fun game to speedrun. And then I looked it up, and every track is like 4 seconds because you just like clip through the map and then like instantly win. And it's like, oh, okay. That's a little unceremonious. Hey, aka Mage, thank you for the follow. Sparkle and Shine. Dude, that remix of Dragula ruins Dragula for me because the remix is so much better that when I listen to the original, it's like, this is super underwhelming. Worse than a lot of other racers. I think there's 1 or 2 tracks where you have to complete the first lap and then, you can glitch through. But for most of it, it's like, on the first lap, you can skip to the end of the game instantly. It's just like drive into this wall at the correct angle. Kind of like, if you think about like Mario Kart 64 and like Choco Mountain and how like that skip is like, it's very, very hard, but it basically skips the whole track. Or the Toad Turnpike one or whatever. Every track in Sled Storm is like that and like significantly easier. One game's my dad ever into retarded Pac-Man and Tekken 3. My dad kind of liked the idea of fighters. My dad liked competitive games, but he didn't like that I was better at them than he was. 1 pot is -1 stress, yeah. Like, I remember for my birthday one year, I got Pokemon Gold. That was the year Pokemon Gold came out. And I got X-Men Mutant Academy, the fighting game for the PS1. And we used to play that a lot. But it took like a week before I was like significantly better at it than he was, and then he's like, I don't want to play anymore. Pretty funny. But yeah, we would do racing games, and so that storm was funny because I would always try and get like points and like for doing tricks and shit, and like it's completely unnecessary. It doesn't help your speed or anything like that. There's no reason to get them. But that's how he would beat me, is I would go big and I would wipe out. So I had a Combo Breaker. I think people play 2 a lot. I don't think a lot of people play number 1 much. Play sports games together? Keep going back and forth. Yeah, my dad and I played like hockey games and like golf games and shit too. I know we played a couple of Maddens, but like Madden was not a game I ever owned. And also, it's just like such a fundamentally broken game. Like the older ones, like the Hail Mary every run, or like whatever year the Michael Vick one was. I think it was 2006, 2005, where you can just run every play. One time he beat me after a series of losses and me shit talking. I was so mad. I went and got his dad on him. Oh my god. Randy Moss. Well, yeah, there's the Moss one too, but there was a Michael Vick one where it was just like insane. That's from a slightly different era though. We were talking like early 2000s and like late 90s. Yeah, I think this is just what we do. We're up to 560. We're almost there. And intelligence? Yeah, I think we're actually in a pretty good spot to max intelligence around the same time we max speed, which is kind of the goal. Getting 13s in prime on a great sucks, but like, what are you gonna do? Got 117 weeks left, which would not be enough if I didn't have the peaches, but I think the peaches are going to make this a lot easier. I have to go on the power errantry one more time, so that's not bad. My power's gonna be pretty low. Okay, I'm sub-prime now. I'm gonna feed it a silver peach. I don't know when I started prime. I'm gonna feed it silver peach here. Mom and Dad fought like rabid dogs over killing or instinct. Both of them were far too competitive and hated losing, so they got super salty when one beat the other. Amazing. Alright, your mom banned you from rocking back and forth. Not testing is just something you do when you play games, because whenever I did it, I would win. Oh my god. It's amazing. Remember, I was at a Smash tournament, and the guy was super nice. And, like, I know him now, but this was the first time he ever went to an event. And he was rocking back and forth so much that when he leaned forward, it, like, got in the way of me looking at the screen. Not like a peripheral vision thing, but like an actual vision thing. Like he was literally like leaning forward so much that it was like cutting off my like line of sight to the screen, and I had to like ask him to stop. And it was so awkward because it's like, obviously it's a tick that he's not doing on purpose, but it was like, god damn, dude, like, come on. I'm trying here. Give me a break. He was super locked in, yeah. Super rocked in, even. Hey, Matcha, how are you doing? Okay, I think I don't have to do speed anymore. I think we're in an okay spot. Now I'm gonna do some shoots. I should do life in prime. I should work on life. How's the Gala going? He's going okay. I'll show his stats again. Hated the Michael Vick monster racing game? Yeah, me too. I don't know. This myself. Sometimes I sit and think of some epic battle between my OCs in my head, whatever song I'm listening to. I can relate to that. I'm gonna build a dragon combo, only dragon for the Thursday entry? Hell yeah. Dude, it was so funny watching that VOD back in the phone recording of, what's his name, Octopimp playing dragon and just going for a dragon combo every time. Because that's like such a Potemkin player thing. That's such a grappler main. Just, I'm swinging it. If it hits, I win. I'm just being fed a diet of only pills for your entire natural born life. This is how Joker, the pet, was born. That's what I'm saying. Just like the Ganondorf spamming up tilt. Yeah, exactly. He actually tried to... He almost did it once in like a really smart way where there was like 15 seconds left on the clock. And I guess he didn't know about wing combo or whatever, but he went to run the clock with 2 dragon combos while he was up, and then he got hit with triple stabs or million stabs and lost because of it with like half a second left on the clock. Basically the same way I lost to Toji. Okay, life is going to take a little while, but the nice thing is it's going to be quite easy for us to get our stats up otherwise. Okay. Alright, relax. I think because of the peach, all of my my stress and stuff is all messed up, so we're going to just go easy this month, I think. Moosebone stream, let's go. Hell yeah. I told Fenric I'm going to be doing a thing for Legend Cup tomorrow. He asked some people to submit monsters for, like, just basic ideas to throw up on the site as, like, competitive staples and things like that. And I'm going to do one for welterweight. I'm going to do a logarithm. Because I actually have a video of me making it to B rank with logarithm with just like the worst stats. I think I didn't have higher than 200 in any stat, and I made it to rank B. Because I wanted to get acrobatics without raising my stats too much. Press, I'm doing a stream of competitive training. Your way of keeping the chat engaged with me is amazing, thank you. Well, yeah, it's, you gotta talk a lot when you're doing training because, oh, I'm on 3 stars, that's why. Or else, like, you get to a point where you're just, like, explaining what you're doing over and over again, which is fine. But I think that's the hardest part of trying to stream Monster Rancher if you're new. It's much, much easier to stream when you actually have an audience. The whole, like, keeping people engaged is difficult, but if people are already watching, and they're talking amongst themselves and you're just, like, reciprocating off the chat, it's a lot easier than if they come in and they're watching but they're not saying anything and you have to carry it entirely by yourself. That's very, very difficult to do, and, you know, I feel for anybody who's streaming to like 2 or 3 people and maybe, you know, they're not super, like, talkative. They might be interested in what's going on, not to say that they're not invested or they're tuned out or whatever, because lots of the time if there's like 2 or 3 people in a stream, it's because those are the people's friends and like they want to like watch and support. So it's not that they're not invested, but, you know, it can be hard if people aren't asking you questions and bouncing stuff off you. Asked me to do one for Lumpy, and I think the opening sentence was like, this may be the easiest strong monster to raise in the game. Yeah. You'd be so silent. It's, there is a little bit of practice involved in it, you know? But also, you know, years and years of doing commentary make it easier. Dude, I was watching back, I don't know, someone sent me this clip of when me and them did commentary at this event like 8 years ago for Smash 4. And it's so funny because my commentary was so dog shit. Actually, like literally at one point, my co-commentator got up and had to use the bathroom. And I'm just on stream and there's like 15 seconds of silence and then I'm like, bro, I don't even know what to say. Which is like the one thing that you're not supposed to do on commentary. But like I was just having a lot of trouble following the match. I think I was really tired. I'm pretty sure that was like 8 hours into doing comms that day or whatever. And I was just like, I was done. And, you know, everybody starts somewhere and it was not good, but it was very funny. Dropping by to say I appreciate your Monster Rancher 2 content. Hell yeah. Well, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate that. Like I say, you don't say nice bear. Nice back air. Sometimes the back air is nice though, and you gotta say it. But it's frustrating. The good news is your authenticity and their easygoing nature make it natural. I think so too. I think just being a normal person goes a long way in streaming. Affectations and stuff are comforting, but I think people get turned off by them if it doesn't seem genuine. Like, some people are like really, really energetic, and it works because it's believable. But there's other people that are energetic, and you know they're putting on a character, and it seems really fake and weird. Like, all of the best streamers, or like all the people who have made like $1 billion gazillion doing it, are all super like type A, like hyper expressive personalities, right? And that's fine, like it's good, but it's also because they don't seem like they're playing a character. When you're putting on a persona, people can tell. Is it weird to store your nuts oil in jars and drink it for protein later on? It's weird when you do it. H-boxing example, someone who's an energetic person you know is real. I do think H-box is probably sincere in his reactions, but I do think there's also a give the people what they want quality to his antics that personally makes it hard for me to watch. Like, I'm not the target audience for it, right? He knows what he's doing, and he does a good job at it. And, you know, when it comes to being an entertainer, that's really all you can hope for, is that you know your audience and you know how to engage with them. I'm not the audience, so I'm not one to criticize. But it's, it does seem like a bit cynical at times. That is a content brain, man. He knows what he's doing. I can relate to H-box because I can get compassionate. I'm glad you didn't throw a chair when you won Combo Breaker. Used to have a chill Picardo streams many years back, 3 to 5 peeps top at times. Hell yeah. That's sick though. I think my strat for commentary in that position is just to channel the tism and go on a massive tangent about one niche scenario I randomly know a lot about. Unironically, very good strategy. Because I talked to friends about this, and especially when I started, a big thing that people would like comment on and be like, oh, like, this is the thing you do really well, is you don't know when people are going to hop into the stream, right? And so you kind of need it to always feel like they're jumping into the middle of something. It does, like, maybe they're jumping in at the beginning of the conversation, or maybe like something is just wrapping up. It's impossible to like curate something so every single time someone comes into the stream new, like, you restart the topic. Like, that's completely asinine. But if it seems like you just had a whole bunch of dead air and then you noticed someone came in and you started talking because of it, it's really off-putting. Like, I had someone recently, I was talking about this on Twitter, actually, where I was playing Guilty Gear, and I got my ass beat by this guy, and I was like, oh, his username is his Twitch TV handle, like, I'm gonna go check it out, and I'm gonna, like, log off for a little bit, I'm gonna watch a couple of games to see what he does, because I got smoked, and it's not worth me trying to grind it out. I'd rather just watch him do the thing. And 5 seconds into me joining the stream, a bot pops up and it's like, welcome Moosebones, don't be shy, thanks for joining the chat, please leave a message or whatever. And I was like, I have never wanted to be somewhere less. Like, that's so fucking crazy. Like, I'm just trying to chill and like maybe say something, be like, hey, good games, like, you beat my ass a little earlier. But being like approached like that is so uncomfortable. And I've seen friends do that too, where they're streaming and then they have a bot that tells them like someone is watching, and they'll be like, hey, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. And it's like, don't ever do that. Don't ever put someone on the spot like that. It's so fucking awkward for them. And so one of the best strategies you can have when you're streaming, and to make it seem natural, is to not talk like that's exactly what's happening. Like, if you notice your viewer count going up and then all of a sudden you like become energetic or whatever, but you weren't for like the first 15 seconds or 20 seconds when they were watching you, like maybe it was dead silence for the first little bit, it's jarring. You know, his ass did it on purpose to snipe people they play online? Oh, for sure. But it's like, you know, I was talking to some Guilty Gear people about it and they're like, that's what you get for sniping. I'm like, fine, whatever. My bad. My bad. I'll watch the fucking VOD later, I guess. With my ad block on. You want to be like that? So yeah, because anybody can hop into stream at any time and you have no way of knowing when or like they will or will not, being able to like keep a continuous dialogue about whatever you're talking about, or maybe it's something completely off topic, but you know, people are going to stick around if they randomly come into your stream and they hear you talking about something. That's just basically what it is. Yourself, don't put an act. Well, yeah, that's more or less it, yeah. Hey, Kafka, how are you doing? Yeah, being yourself is often the best way to go about holding a stream. Dude, so many people in the Monster Hunter community are like, oh, like, I suck at commentary, and I suck at streaming, and it's like, everybody's fine. Nobody's a weirdo. Like, what? You're, like, not as good as me, or Unholy, or Macho, who have been doing it for like a billion gazillion years. Like, I've done commentary for fighting games and Smash and shit for a decade at this point, and Macho's been running events for 4 years, and Unholy does like almost nothing but run events and, you know, play Liza P, but mostly events. And it's like, without practice, you're not going to be better, right? 4 years, that's so crazy. Yeah, exactly. You did okay with the Extra Life Cup? Yeah, you did great. God, I felt so bad for the Extra Life people at Combo Breaker, because they didn't have a booth. They were just set up in the main hallway and had a little placard, and there was someone just, like, yelling what they did. And, like, I felt so bad for them, because I'm like, they're not paying you enough to do this. That's so embarrassing. Yeah, they just had a little stand with a little thing saying what Extra Life was in the middle of the hallway, and there was just someone like, yeah, I was like, hey, like, I did a stream for you guys a little while ago, and I talked to them about it, but it's a pretty lonely place to be. Being any kind of corporation, even one that has, like, good intentions, at a con like that, I feel is, like, a lonely existence, you know? I think as long as you don't say any sus shit on the mic, you should be fine. Yeah, for the most part. I gotta get the courage to talk on a mic. I just messaged back the chat using chat in your Cardo days. There's a... Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, right? Like, it is easy. It's easy to do the thing, but, you know, social barriers exist and people have trouble with it. Spend most of my streams talking about the art process, like narrating the struggle or drawing the same ear 20 times. I feel that. One time I did my philosophy was I don't really care if I do best, I just want to have fun with it. Had so much fun running the tournament. Yeah, you did a good job too. It's been, you know, I'm not going to name names about who did it, but it's been a very long time since I've seen a tournament that was run, like, exceptionally poorly. And the person who ran the tournament would tell you it was run exceptionally poorly. So it's not a slight against anybody. It's not like, oh, is he talking about me? It's like, no, if the person knows, like, it's not, it's not, like, there's no subtext to it. There's no one in the chat. We're still in Prime, eh? It's you? When did you run a tournament? Did you run a tournament? I absolutely watched Torble stream with the mic. Torble keeps saying shit about how, like, they want me to draw for them or whatever, and their art is so good. It's like, you want my stupid doodles? What are you doing? No, of course not. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I know everybody who's run an event. Yeah, Torble's art is so good. When I first started mine, I was so sleepy, I almost ran round 6 before round 1. Bob had to tell me I was being a bit stupid. That's pretty funny. I don't know how that happens, but, you know, it is funny. Alright, we're having a lot of trouble with the 3-star drills, but... I don't really need to do them. It would probably be quicker at this point to not do them, but it's fine. And dude, look at that. Look at my stats. I decided, you know what, I'm going to stop raising int at 600. And then I started doing speed, and it's like almost perfectly lined up. Look at this. I need 40 points in speed, or 50 points in speed, and I need 30 points in intelligence. Just beautiful. Just, mwah, chef's kiss. I will say, now it might be time to do this cup, because I'm going to get some stats, and I don't want to go over on anything. So it might be time to just do this before my speed is maxed out. Hey, Coffee Beans! Cool name. Thank you for the raid! How'd your stream go? What were you streaming? Playing a little bit of Monster Rancher 2. We're raising a monster for competitive play here. What do I think about Brainshaw getting into arm wrestling? I don't know who that is. I don't know what arm wrestling, like competitive arm wrestling. Was Brian Shaw that big dude? Yeah, he's the bodybuilder guy, right? What do I think about him getting into arm wrestling? I feel like it's you know, easy money. You're playing Digimon World? Hell yeah. So this is like proto Digimon World, basically. Right. Hey, Coffee Beans, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Yeah, we hold Monster Rancher tournaments. There's a pretty big scene. There used to be a big, I wouldn't say big, but there used to be a scene for competitive Digimon World as well, Digimon World 1. And Slimantha, who used to rent the tournaments, stopped a little while ago. I don't think she streamed in quite a while, but yeah, it's pretty sick. Fun game. And one of those tournaments got my ass handed to me. Dude, that game is like so optimized. Our goal here is just to use as many whirlwinds as we can. We need to use 17 more so we can get Typhoon. Hit or miss absolutely does not matter. Did I use more GATs? I think I used more... I didn't use more GATs! Mamma mia. That's fine. It puts me up to 37, so I need 14 more. Didn't even realize how important speed was and never got an attack off. Entered Numamon with max speed and he took second place? Hell yeah. Apparently there's a whole Digimon World tournament scene and I had no idea. Yeah. Okay, that was... What the fuck was that? Get out of here, goon ass. Gross jerk, man. Oh, you got me fuming. All right, I hit one attack. Fuck it. Mamma mia. Mamma mia again. I have some real anger issues, yeah. Stone Mask or Warrior, depending on game. Yeah, it's Warrior and Monster Rancher 1, Stone Mask, and... That's Gallerist, though. That's not Stone Mask. That's the Galley Mono mix. Oh, wrong move, but... Ah, you got withered. Almost killed him with the Withering move, eh? I will hit a Whirlwind eventually. There we go. Got his ass. Remember my disappointment playing Digimon World 1 as a kid and him finally digivolving with that bald hairy armpits one? Nanimon? Nanimon's sick, man. Nanimon's cool as hell. Is there a competitive scene for Digimon World 2 or 3? I don't think so. Digimon World 2 is just Dragon Quest Monsters, though, if you want to play that. And then I don't know if anyone plays 3. Namon is based. He's great, yeah. Okay, like, be for real, dude. There we go, we got him. Do your little dance, Prometheus. New monsters in line are pretty great. I don't really like the main breeds. I'm a big Cosmo fan, but I'm really only a fan of the mixes. Any tips for wrenching casually for a monster with low lifespan? Worried about your current Pixie Mono? For Pixie Mono, you can get away with a no rest method and beat the game pretty easily if you just do leap drills and nuts oils on week 1 and mint leaf and shoot drills on week 2. And then odd numbered weeks, you do the heavy drill, leap, or meditate. You can do either or. And then on the even numbered weeks, you would either do shoot or dodge based on whatever the other one was. So either meditate and dodge back and forth over and over again. I'm going to say it again so like it's a little bit more clear in a sec. Or you would do leap and shoot. So basically, on odd numbered weeks, you always feed your monster a nuts oil and you do a heavy drill. So with that Pixie, you would do either meditate or leap on weeks 1 and 3. And on weeks 2 and 4, you do a light drill and you feed them a mint leaf. So either shoot, which is the skill gain one, or dodge, which is the speed gain one. And then basically you only work on those 3 stats. And you feed them tablets every month. And that's basically it. Your monster will like live to its maximum lifespan. Is this a hard game to start as a beginner? Yes and no. The game is kind of funny in that it literally just doesn't give you like any information about how like anything works. Because it's kind of meant to just, it's like a Digimon World type game, right? Where part of the fun is just like not knowing all of the intricate details. But there's so much like literature and stuff about the game that like if you ever get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm stuck, there's a billion guides to help you out. It's pretty easy to get into. This is like the highest rank in the game, and I'm just like fucking around. Like, the early wall is usually your money. Yeah, but I mean, if you do Artemis Cups and Gemini Cups and sell them, you can get some money back pretty quick. 49 uses, I need one more. No, wrong move. Fuck. Alright, I got one more monster to fight. It's like seeing how a magic trick is performed. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is my favorite game. I think it's a great beginner game. It's super fun casually, and then if you ever want to get into competitive or you want to learn more about like how the game works on the inside, it kind of fundamentally changes how you play the game, and you can't really go back to playing casually. You can, but it's like you're like actively like limiting yourself. You're like, I know what the right way to do this is, and I'm like deciding not to play that way. And I think because of that, I kind of recommend that everybody kind of go through it blind their first time, and then only once they're like stuck or like want to get to the next level do they like look up guides or like ask for help. Thanks for liking my 5th tag, you and the frog fighting game. Dude, that thing looks so funny. I was talking to someone about it. They're like, oh, I bet you can figure out the meta pretty quick, because like I'm that guy who's like not particularly good at fighting games, right? But to all my friends who are like hyper casual, I'm like the god, right? So I'm that guy. I'm that Onion article. It's like, man too good to enjoy fighting games, too good to play fighting games with his friends, but too bad to play with at a competitive level. Like I'm not terrible at fighting games, right? But like I'm better than average. On any given day, if you look at a Street Fighter player or whatever, I'm better than average. Or like Guilty Gear, I'm better than average. But like that's doesn't mean a whole lot. Oh, I accidentally went on here. At least I can get another gold peach, I guess. Made top 4 at this game, and that counts for something. I don't have a lot of energy. We're gonna go the other way, though. I think I have enough to go the other way. Okay, I used almost all of it. Can we get 1 gold peach on the first try? That'd be pretty sick. Easy. Can we get 2? That'd be pretty funny. Ah. I'm just too good. It's true. Oh, look at that. Look at the muscle memory. Fucking speedrun. Didn't get stuck on any walls. Amazing. I played Kaiju Monster Rancher at all? I have. I got a bunch of VODs about it. I really enjoyed it. People still play that competitively as well. I don't, really. But not because I think it's a bad game or anything. It's just that the reason I play Monster Rancher games is because I like the characters in it, and I have no attachment to Ultra Kaiju Mons. I won a tournament with Suezo, because Suezo is a secret unlockable in that game, and then I kind of just never played it again. Game sucks? Nah, it's great. It's a really good game. Both mechanically and, like, just from, like, a casual storytelling perspective, it's pretty solid. It's just, you know, it's not what I'm looking for. Monster Rancher 2 is the best, right? But, I mean, if it's the best, it doesn't necessarily mean everything below the best sucks, right? Okay, we're at 761 speed. Mons look weird. That's the point, though, right? I like the systems in Ultra Kaiju, but yeah, I prefer the monsters. Yeah, that's me, too. Often joke I'm the only person in this hemisphere that game was for, but love both Monster Rancher and Ultraman. No one else who does both. There's a couple people in the scene who really like it. So this is my thing. You kind of have to look at how good you are versus the average player to determine how advanced you really are. Like, I'm not good enough to perform well enough in turning to make top cut for Tekken. Absolutely one of the top players for the game. I fall within the top percent. Not nearly as advanced as that top end. Yeah, so that's basically it, right? Is, like, take a look at my stream. My stream has been, like, you know, it's been slowly petering out. It's not where it was when DX dropped, and that's fine. Like, I've been saying, like, ad nauseum that was what was going to happen. It's not a big deal. But even right now, this stream right now, how many people we got watching? We got 60 people watching on Twitch, and then 30 on YouTube. This puts me in, like, the top 0.75% of all of Twitch, which is, like, insane because it's completely unsustainable as a career. Like, less than 1%. Like, you talk about the 1%. I'm the 1%, and it's fucking, I make, like, what, 150 bucks a month on Twitch. It's not nothing. It's nice. But it doesn't pay rent, you know? It's a thing I do for fun. And it's the same thing with fighting games. What happened to my mic? There's 1% and 1%, yeah. Like, there's only, like, a couple thousand people in the world who make a living doing this. Like, if you look at Steam charts or whatever, I don't know how accurate all that shit is, but it puts me as, like, top 60,000 English-speaking channels. Which is, like, wild to me. But it's still, like, a pretty big push before I can pay rent with this, right? I would need probably to stream every day. I would probably need to stream, like, 70 hours a week, maybe, doing what I do, just for ads alone to help, like, make up the deficit. And it's like, I can make, in a couple of hours at work, what I make in a month on Twitch. So it's, you know, the cost analysis is not there. Should own. Happy to help boost finances. Took a 2-year break on Monster Hunter 2, and you're still back at it. Monster Rancher 2. This kid doesn't even know the game. He's talking about how Monster Rancher 2 is better. He's saying Monster Hunter 2. What is this shit? Fake fan. Fake fan. Look at him. Look at this shit. Monster Hunter 2. I know everyone does it. I suspect part of it is like a phone autocorrect at a certain point. I know it was a typo. I'm just giving you a hard time because literally everyone does it. The amount of people who come into my stream and they're like, "Oh man, MH is my favorite game of all time." It's like, cool. That's nice, man. We're playing a different game though. Couldn't get a Monster Hunter? I love Monster Hunter. I have a hard time playing Monster Hunter endgame stuff. I get super bored. But the grind up to that point is great. I love trying to make every hammer in the game, in every game I play. And then once I get bored of hammer, I usually play some lance. But it's, I don't care about the endgame stuff. I don't care about getting to master rank 100 and having to grind shit out and do the same fight 50 times in a row. Like, I don't want to do any of that. That shit sucks. I need 39 speed. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're not on Twitch, you're missing out. But I do have a bunch of things you can spend channel points on to make my stream shittier. And this is one of them. I just realized I'm not recording. I'm gonna have to download this recording. I'm gonna start recording now. At least then it'll only be a couple of minutes in the VOD. Call an improvement. What if there's a Suezo hammer? Oh hell yeah.
Nice catch, Blanco Nino.
I have friends that get Die Hard and unlock everything. I usually have a blast in the post game and get burnt out myself. Yeah, that's how it works for me too. Even people in the Discord, we would do like hunting parties and stuff, and they'd be like, "Oh, like, do you want to hunt or whatever?" And it'd be like, "Yeah, okay." And then I would play with them, and it would be fun. And then I would stop, and they would play for like another 6 hours. And say, "All right, that's fine." You're like double my master rank now. Okay, I got enough uses. We got to go on errantry, but I want to get my stats up before we go on errantry. The last errantry is the last bit of the game, I do believe. Okay, let me do my training check real quick and see what my possible rules here are for leap. 10 to 13. I need 25, so if I can get a 13 and a 12, that's pretty good. Kind of miss having to only raise the one monster. Monster Rancher 4, hey, Prince of Games. Yeah, Monster Rancher 4 is kind of interesting, but, you know, I try very hard not to be negative about games when I can avoid it. But Monster Rancher 4, I think, introduces a lot of really interesting ideas that are just kind of half-baked and not super well thought out. Hey, Shawnee boy. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. But raising 3 to 5 monsters at a time is absolutely one of those. Where it's just like, this is a cool idea. I get it. But it's so funny how one of the, like, story beats of the game is like, it is wrong to raise your monster as if they are, like, a combatant on or like a factory farm. And then also they're like, by the way, you can have 5 monsters and raise your own factory farm. Okay. 791? No, I can't allow that. I actually can't get the right rolls to hit 800 exactly. Having to praise every single time, there's a lot of downtime is the problem. There's a lot of downtime, and it doesn't let you raise like 3 distinctly different monsters, like a speedy intelligence monster and like a power tank and like something with high life. Like, you can't do that because of the way that training gadgets work. You kind of need to raise things that all want to use the same equipment, and that's before you even get started on the fact that like all of the best equipments are random drops. that you have to grind for. It's like, if I want to raise my monster, I should be able to buy the thing from the store. I shouldn't have to, like, I don't know. I don't like it at all. 793, I can take that. Every time you use the tech in battle, the clock stops. There's that, too. That one's kind of silly. I do mind the fact that you're straddled with the Garu. Yeah, I think Garu has a lot of haters. And I'm one of them. But, like I said, I think it has a lot of interesting ideas. It kind of handles Withering in a neat way, because Withering in that game is based on your offensive stat. So say, take a look at this. I got a lot of intelligence. So if my opponent hit me with an intelligence tech, my intelligence limits the amount of Withering their intelligence techs do. If they hit me with a power tech, it would do full Withering because I have like almost nothing to defend against on the power side. That's kind of cool. They introduced poison. Like, you can do a DOT in the game, which is really bizarre, and like, it's not good, but like, at least they were trying. Plant specifically kind of focuses on that. We're talking about Monster Rancher 4, yeah. And then Monster Rancher 3 introduced all the status effects, which, again, really cool idea. It's got stuff like Caution or Despair or whatever it's called, where you basically spend guts to make sure the next attack that would land misses instead. Which in a PvP environment with like human control really forces your opponent to play in a weird way, where they kind of want to spend a bunch of their guts right away to like break that. It's bizarre. And then Zahn also has like the step in thing where he just goes from slot 4 to slot 1 for like 1 gut, which is like crazy. Like, that's so fun. There's like an actual movement mechanic in the game. And then, you know, like Ultra Kaiju has the element stuff. The element stuff in 4 is an interesting idea too, but it's just like completely broken. You like the counter system? You know, I'm just gonna say I'm happy for you. I'm not gonna get into it. Because it's fundamentally broken on like a very funny level when it comes to the AI, but if I say it, it's gonna ruin it for you, so I'm just gonna let you enjoy it. So satisfying to call them on their shit. It is. You know, it's not satisfying though? When you call them on their shit and the computer decides, I didn't press an input. I didn't press any button at all. And your counter automatically fails. Because that is a thing they can do. For anyone who doesn't know, in Monster Rancher 4... You know, I said I wasn't going to spoil it, but I'm going to spoil it. In Monster Rancher 4, when you press an attack, you can press X, circle, or square. And square is a little bit more accurate, circle does a little bit more damage, X is normal. And basically, you can chain attacks together. So say you hit your opponent with an X attack. If you use X again, the next time it's like a 1% boost to damage and accuracy. And then if you did the power attack, it's like a bigger boost to power, but no boost to accuracy. And so the more times you chain it together, the more of those bonuses you get stacked on top of each other. So it becomes kind of a game of rock, paper, scissors, because your opponent at any point can counter by holding one of the shoulder buttons and then pressing, you know, X, square, or circle. And if they guess right, your attack doesn't go through, and you take a shit ton of damage and withering equal or like at least proportional to the amount of damage and withering you would have done. And so it's like, it creates this interesting mind game and player control where it's like, do I keep going for the same one over and over again? Do I keep gambling on it, or do I choose something different? And then like, oh, you know what, there's 10 seconds left in the game and I really need to hit this tech to win, but I don't need to do a lot of damage. So do I go for more accuracy, or do they know I'm going to go for more accuracy and I go the opposite instead and like, you know, force them to fail or whatever? And so it's kind of neat. But the AI, on top of being able to press X, square, and circle, can also press nothing, meaning that your counter automatically fails. And not only does your counter automatically fail, it adds to the chain of whatever they had pressed previously. So if they pressed X, and then you're like, oh, they're going to press X again, I'll counter with X. The computer can press nothing, and then still get the bonus for pressing X twice in a row. It's an insane bug that just completely ruins the game. Like, it completely ruins counter as a counter strategy. It's super shitty. It sucks. I hate it, and it makes the game bad. And if they fixed it, you know, I'd enjoy it more. But it's fundamentally broken. It's just a bug or whatever. But there's nothing you can do. Also, it is very strong, meaning that tanks should kind of just go for counter every time, because you have a 1 in 3 shot of stopping the opponent from hitting you when you would never be able to dodge anyway, because you went defense instead of speed. So, you know, 99% chance for your opponent to hit becomes 66% chance, with a 33% chance that they get blown up instead. It's an interesting idea, but it doesn't... I don't think it's fleshed out. It's one of those systems that is cool and just doesn't work. It's a fun PvP mind game, I think, but in PvP it's not good.
The numbers don't
yeah.
lie, and they spell disaster for you.
They do. I think another flaws the PS2 games have beside Evo is that the hit animations for monsters and arenas move too damn fast. Okay, yeah, I've talked about this a lot. I think Monster Rancher 3 is kind of okay, but it has the weird, like, title screen before every attack, which takes away a lot of the personality and, like, the immersion. You know, I'm not looking for deep immersion in a Monster Rancher game or whatever, but, like, it doesn't feel like a fight because there's, like, a title card cutaway every single time. I think they did that so you could see the level of the attacks, because you can level up attacks in that game. In Monster Rancher 4, the animations are just so quick that I feel like stuff just doesn't have weight to it. Whereas, like, you compare Golem to Monster Rancher 4 to Monster Rancher 2. Monster Rancher 2 Golem is, like, slow and lumbering, and every attack has, like, a shit ton of weight behind it. And in 4, he's moving at, like, the speed of lightning. Completely understand that position on the game. I finished Vagrant Story recently, and I think the systems in that game are terrible, yet it's lauded as a wonderful gem of a game with great controls. And, I mean... my problems with Monster Rancher 4 are, you know, they're numerous. It has technical issues. I don't like the graphics. I think the story is really, really stupid, and I don't like that it forces you into the story, which is, like, antithetical to a Monster Rancher game, in my opinion. But it's still, like, a fine game, right? It's, like, not a good game in my opinion compared to like a Monster Rancher 2 or Monster Rancher 1 or 3 even, that kind of hit all of the hallmarks of like what, you know, the franchise should have set out to do. But it's like still a genuinely good game. It's well put together, it's kind of buggy, and you know, it's got this adventure mode that doesn't really like mesh with the rest of the game. Like the dungeon crawling stuff kind of sucks, the maps are kind of weird. It's a lot of ideas that aren't implemented well, but like the game is fine. There's lots of people where Monster Rancher 4 is their favorite game, and I think casually it makes a lot of sense. It's like, why wouldn't I want to raise 3 monsters at the same time? And it's like, well, you're not thinking of the like mechanical aspect of it, and that's fine because you enjoy it. 5 monsters, you can do whatever the hell you want. Yeah, why wouldn't I want to raise more monsters? And it's like, I think the idea is more palatable than actually going in and doing the thing. Because if you're playing extremely casually and you're not feeding your monsters items and you're not praising them or scolding them, and you haven't put a shit ton of effort into like finding all the proper gadgets, it's fun to just kind of like screw around with the game and raise a bunch of monsters that like cap out at C rank. Because like... because they suck shit, and like it's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, it's not a problem. But if you're trying to like power game, it becomes very, very tedious, and it's totally fine to have both of those opinions, that it is good until you care more about the game and then you realize the flaws, and that's fine, it's okay. Really enjoyed Monster Rancher Advance. I think it's super underrated. I think Advance is really good. A lot of people talk about Monster Rancher Advance 2 like it's better, and I think it might just be nostalgia on my point, because I think 1 is stronger because 2 has a lot of the same flaws as Monster Rancher 4, where it introduces a lot of systems that it doesn't flesh out very well. But 2 seems like an okay game too. Cap at C rank? Who does tourneys in Monster? Because you got to do fucking 3 tournaments to advance to the next rank. You literally can't advance to the next rank until you fought 3 times in that rank and won. So you gotta do 3 D rank tournaments and then the D rank official to move up to C. So everyone's doing tournaments in that game. And what's really funny is if your monster stats are too high for the rank, you start to lose stat gains. So you need to constantly advance. It's bizarre. It's strange. Oh, you only ever did the adventure stuff? Well, yeah, you definitely have low stats if that was the case. 1 A, 3 Bs, and 2 Cs right now? Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I need a 7 on speed. I can get it, technically. I can get 5 to 8. So we're gonna reroll for that. That was enough me complaining about the game. 8 to 1. I think it sucks about monsters at first. I never actually died. Freezing monsters permanent? That's rough, yeah. Yeah, they don't die. They just get 0 stats. Longest time I got mega stuck because I didn't even think of raising their stats to advance. Okay, speed is maxed. Intelligence, dude, I was so close. I was 4 off. So we can do 1 meditate because it's funny, and then raise my life, I guess. But we're in a good spot. I'm elder now, so next week, because it's light drills only, well, we'll just do this. It's fine. Max out my intelligence. We got to raise skill to 999 and life to 740. Or 702, 740. I was thinking 840 from the other one. But yeah, we're just doing a regular 702 build. Appreciate the perspective. Yeah, I think, like I said, it's a fine game. I played Evo a year ago, and I think that game's okay. It's not what I'm looking for in a game. I enjoyed what I played, but then I got to a point where it was like, these maps kind of suck, and I don't want to play anymore. But, you know, I enjoyed it. I think if it was the only game I had on the PS2, I would play it a lot. It's one of those games where it's like it was made in an era where everybody didn't have 400 games available all the time. This would always bug me because it felt unnatural, like you're messing with the monster's lifespan. That was part of the game. Being the only option makes it feel weird to me. For them not dying, yeah, it's weird. My Monster Rancher was like a terrible game. We've talked about that a lot on stream. Most people don't even know what it is because they didn't play it. It was a mobile game that was live for like a year and a half in 2010, 2011, something like that. And like goddamn, that game sucks. I'm glad it died. Playing Jade Cocoon right now and having a blast with that one. Yeah, it's a sick game. Only no, because of the wretched teddy bear monster Beata. The game has Chuparo, which is, you know, a beautiful little chickadee monster, and he's the most adorable thing that's ever existed. Any game that begins with "my" as a red flag, you know, you're spitting. We're an adolescent too. We overshot. Okay. I have been thinking about Monster Rancher lore thing. You can't cover a meaningful amount of ground in like 7 minutes. Yeah, there's like no lore to Monster Rancher. Yeah, so that's the thing everybody's told me. I've played Jade Cocoon 1, and, you know, it's fun, and I like the idea of like mixing monsters and stuff like that. Obviously that's something that appeals to me. But that game is like fucking tic-tac-toe. Like it kind of reminds me of Magic Pendulum, where the core gameplay loop is not good. Like, the battles are not good, but the game itself and like making stuff is a lot of fun. And that's why you play the game, to make stuff. Chuparo's alright. You should look at the Chuparo Joker mix. Yeah, I played, that's what our friend Bill here is from. I played Magic Pendulum on stream when I like first started streaming. Bill EX. Have I tried Jade Cocoon 2? No, I haven't played it. What's the Magic Pendule sequel? Graffiti Kingdom? I'd like to play that on stream at some point. It's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up or something, if I remember correctly. So it's like a completely different game, and that concept is really interesting to me. Two is completely different, yeah. 3D platform beat-em-up where you literally build your own character. Yeah, so it's Magic Pendule is a turn-based RPG where you build your own character. There's an equivalent mod for Jade Cocoon 2 that's to our hard mode, which is pretty neat. Oh, that's sick. Core gameplay loop Jade Cocoon 2 is completely different, way less story-based, but the combat system is very unique and well thought out. So, it's fine for me to play 2 without replaying 1. What Drawn to Life wishes it could be. Yeah, Drawn to Life is an interesting game, but Magic Pendule is just, it's such a clean game, you know? Minor continuity, but it's not important. Interesting. I don't need these mint leaves, I should sell them. Because of how many pots we have at this point, I really only need to do nuts oil. Similar taste in video games, knew you're a cool guy. It's funny how that happens. Yeah, 141 weeks of lifespan. It's gonna take me a while to get my life up, but my skill is doing okay. I shouldn't do that. FGC, Monster Racing games. I think there's just like a pretty strong competitive through line in them, right? And that's what most people enjoy about them. Community does cross on quite a few games. It was interesting how many people came out to Combo Breaker who were like, yeah, I don't play fighting games at all. And I was like, wow. It's kind of cool, though. Coming out just for Monster Rancher. But fighting games are sick, and they're not nearly as hard to get into as people pretend they are. There's this whole idea that's like, oh, I gotta memorize all these buttons and stuff, and it's like, memorizing the buttons and shit is the easiest part of the game. The hard part of the game is being able to outthink what your opponent's doing, which, you know, obviously is not easy, but is a lot more intuitive and doesn't require any mechanical skill. Tank characters have so many moves, you're only going to use about 1/4 of them. That's kind of why I like, what do you call it? That's why I like Soulcalibur. There's not as many moves in Soulcalibur as there is in Tekken, but it's close. Like, some characters get close. I think Astaroth probably has like 50 moves, 50, maybe 60 moves, but you're probably using about 20 to 30 of them in any given set. Like, you find opportunities to use almost everything. Or at least half the stuff. Penguin! Thank you, Penguin. Very kind of you. Almost a year. Other than Smash and Mortal Kombat, I never tried to get into fighting games because I always felt it was terrible. So with Monster Rancher, without Monster Rancher, wouldn't have gone to Combo Breaker, yeah. Hey, Blue Sky Robin, thank you for the follow. There's a safe bet to say if you're into Monster Rancher 2, you like monster racing games that are not necessarily Pokemon, so it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Not that I have anything against Pokemon. I've played a lot of Pokemon in my day. The first competitive game I played was Pokemon when I was like 10 years old, going to tournaments. But it's very different, right? The Digimon fighting games. Yeah, they're very goofy. It's a game that like doesn't have a really big scene, and so when a game doesn't have a really big scene, you find strategies that are kind of degenerate, and because there's not enough people playing and trying to figure out counterplay to them, they just kind of exist. And it's one of those games. Guys, inspire me to actually try and put the grind, see if I can get good at fighting games. So I was talking to a friend of mine who, his friends convinced him to try and get into Strive. And Strive, you know, is a pretty easy game to pick up and play. But it still, like, requires a lot of, like, thinking. So I was like, you know what you should do if you want to play a game that's, like, really easy to get into and doesn't require any monetary input, you should get Soulcalibur 2, because we can play for free over Dolphin on emulator. And so he's going to be getting into that, and I'm pretty interested in that. And I think a lot of people would benefit from playing a game like that, because Soulcalibur is really simple. You have basically 3 buttons. You have one button that does horizontal attacks, one button that does vertical attacks, and then you have one button that does kicks, which is kind of like a mix of them. Kicks are like kind of the outlier. So basically everything on the A button, like, which is probably square, I think, on a PlayStation controller, is a horizontal attack. And then if you hold forward, it's a different one. If you hold backward, it's a different one. If you hold down forward, it's a different one. If you're dashing, it's a different one. Movement's very easy in the game, but you know if you're pressing that button, it's going to be a horizontal of some kind. And then triangle is all vertical attacks, which means that they can be sidestepped, but you usually have trouble blocking them if you're, like, trying to block crouching or whatever. And so you know if you're swinging the triangle button, it's going to be an up and down attack, and you can sidestep, but, you know, there's obvious counterplay to that. So that's, like, the basic, like, bit of the game, is, like, this button is always swinging this way, this button is always swinging this way, and then you build off of that, which is basically, like, the core gameplay of that game. And when it's broken down like that, it's very beginner friendly. It's also a game where you can steal rounds pretty easily. You can't necessarily beat a really good player consistently, but you can take rounds off of a really good player. And because the game is first to 3 rounds, it's hard to beat someone consistently, but you can get lucky. And that always feels really good as a new player when you're like, okay, I beat their ass. I got one, you know? And the I got one is usually enough to keep someone hooked. Was 2 the create your own fighter story thing? So 2 didn't have create your own fighter. That started in 3, I'm pretty sure. But it did have a really fleshed out story mode, which is really cool. I feel like Soulcalibur had the best couch bro v bro casual style. Yeah, for sure. Playing Voldo to steal rounds is a strat. Also, 2, like, outside of, like, the absolute best character in the game and the absolute worst character in the game, balance is pretty solid. All the characters are pretty legitimately good. But Xianghua is just, like, completely broken and has, like, absolutely no counterplay. Then everyone else is okay. Like, to kick people in the face with Raph. Man's kicking with Raph, he's not even using the little stab, stab, stab. Hi, hi, hi. Man, Raph is annoying. 2 must be the one that had, like, Link and stuff? Yeah, it did. If you had it on GameCube, you could play Link. If you had it on PlayStation, you had Heihachi. And if you had it on Xbox, you could play Spawn. Oh boy. And then Todd McFarlane, who made Spawn, made another character for 2 named Necrid, who never came back. And Necrid kind of had, like, a mix of everybody's attacks. It was an interesting character. Expect this hard to get the kick to the face? That's true, that's the mix-up. Astaroth has a really funny kick, because it just has regular kick. If you hold it, he, like, stomps on their face, and then, like, steps on them. And then, like, side switches. That's very satisfying. It's also really hard to hit, but... It's a lot of life grinding at this point. We're talking about things that aren't Monster Rancher. But I think Soulcalibur is also a game where the character variety is like pretty staggering, and you have a lot of options for like what kind of character you want to play. There's like some mid-range stuff. There's the fast girls. There's a lot of like long range. There's stuff like Astaroth, which is both long range and grappler, which is what I play. In the later games, they made Astaroth kind of like you need to get in. He's got like throw chains and shit. But in 2, he had like pretty solid ways to keep his opponent like at a distance. And then, you know, if you got in, throws weren't as good, but he had options. And then Valdo. Yeah, and then Valdo is just like the fucko weirdo character, which is always great. I always love the weirdo character. I played a lot of Soul Blade, which was the first one that came out. The progenitor to Soulcalibur. Excuse me, the progenitor to Soulcalibur. And it used to be in my local arcade, so I played it a lot. But I wanted to play Valdo because I'm like, this guy is funny, and I want to play the funny guy. But you know, at the arcade, you don't have time to lab really, and so I'm like, I'm gonna play Siegfried and Rock instead because I can press one button and beat most of my opponents just pressing the one button over and over again. Right now, I plan to enter KI and Smash. I think aside from Monster Hunter next year, I want to maybe expand to Tekken as well. Oh, that's sick. Hell yeah. Valdo's a little over the top for me as a sex appeal character. Yeah, Valdo's the sex appeal character. You got Ivy in B tier, and you got Valdo in S tier. And Taki's somewhere in the middle. Try and play as Yoda, maybe you want to ring him out from a rooftop IRL. Yeah, Soulcalibur 4 was fucked up. Taki's in B tier for obvious reasons. Those aren't B's, brother. We're getting pretty good gains. It's nice. Oh, as I say that, we're in subprime now. Taki sandwich. Oh yeah, hot Takis, baby. Valdo was a work of art. He's so much fun to play and watch. I'm a big Valdo fan. The throw work he like spins them on the blade was like, that's what made me want to play him. Top level Valdo play is insane. And it's funny because he's got all these gimmicks and stuff, but he doesn't even need them. Because like he's just got like really good neutral game, and like his buttons when both players are like, you know, in neutral, nobody has an advantage, are like usually the better buttons, so he can kind of just poke and do his thing. But then if he wants to be a little bastard, he can. Astaroth was your jam in SC2, he had some fun combos. Yeah, Astaroth's sick. Okay, I have 112 weeks of lifespan left. Am I gonna make it? My life's not bad. My skill is pretty low, but it is a better game than my life. So I think focusing on life is still the play. I need about 200 life. Sungmin and Sophidia were your mains in Link. Sungmin is a fun character. The first the first player I had to play against in Combo Breaker played Sungmina. You know, funny talking man. My buddy was pretty into Smash. I don't think he's as good as Toji was, but he's pretty good. I was always the worst in my friend group, but I messaged him about actually want to learn defense and how to spike, because I think that alone would raise my Smash skill significantly. Yeah, like little basics are... The thing is, you need to want to play the game, right? It doesn't need to be like as intense as like learning an instrument or anything like that. You don't need like 8 hours of practice a day. But there is a way to get like good at fighting games quickly. and it does require like playing with intent. So it's like one of the big things is that like doing combos and stuff is fun, but doing combos and stuff in training mode doesn't make you a better player. It makes it so when you do actually find an opening, you know, you're going to capitalize on it, but you will find that a lot of players who kind of suck are very good in that scenario. I played against this guy today in Guilty Gear who was playing Bedman, and his combos were like on point. They were like better than mine. Like, I learned some shit from playing him. But the thing is that he could not get to that position very often. Most of the time he was locked down, or like he was just like getting stray hit in neutral and losing that way over and over again. And it's like he literally didn't have a game plan to run his offense. If he managed to clip me and then he got in, then he was like on fire, and it was like, fuck, I'm sweating. Like, I gotta actually work to make this happen. But that was like maybe 15% of the time, maybe less. So practicing the combos and stuff is nice, but that's not what's gonna make you good at the game. Learning what to do when you're both standing there and nothing's happened yet is much, much, much more important. I feel like most people are in that level of fighting games. Yeah, well, no, that's exactly what I'm saying, is because it's a combination of that's the easiest thing to do. It's the thing that shows the the most improvement the most quickly. And it's fun, right? It's fun to do the big combos and stuff. It's not fun to lab a safe jump setup and like reset your pressure to like open them up a second time. Like, that's less fun. Like, that takes effort, and nobody wants to do that. But people want to do the big combo. I'm guilty of it too. I'll just go in training mode and do big combos over and over again. But that doesn't make you a better player. Used to spam the Cervantes spin across the map move. The... what do you call it? The unblockable one, where he does like the little tornado, the drill claw thing. That move's funny. It's nice that you can cancel it, so you're like not locked into it. Cervantes is a cool character. Counterpoint grapplers for massive damage. Yeah, for most fighting games, what you're going to want to do is you're going to find out what the goal is when you're in neutral. Is it a very fast game? Is it a very slow game? And that's going to depend on the game. And then you want to find out what your good buttons in that scenario are. Because sometimes a character just has one button that's like really good at keeping the opponent out, or like, you know, whiff punishing or whatever. And that's really the only thing you need to press until, you know, more scenarios open themselves up. And that's the quickest way to get good at fighting games, is figure out little basics like that. And then when you lose to something, watch the replay, figure out what they're doing, and then go into training mode and make the bot do that thing, and then figure out what your solutions to get out of it are. Lily 2 HK, yeah. Yeah. Spinning, baby. I played a little bit of Lily when she first came out. She's pretty fun. But then I started playing Blanca, and I was like, this character is 100 times better. What's the Pareto principle? I don't know what that is. This can be a learning stream for me too, if you guys make it. So far for KI, I've been spending a bunch of time doing the dojo and practicing practice mode for an hour, and then doing a tiny bit of online as a real person. I think that's about it. So that's actually a really solid idea in KI, because KI's tutorial mode is actually very good. It explains all the systems to you in like pretty solid terms, but also it gives you a lot of like real world scenario stuff to like work around, which is cool. I think 2 HK is the best normal in the game, and anti-airs and punishes, does everything. The sweep? I think her, what is it, the 4 4 heavy punch is the pack one, right? That shit's great. 70% of the result is focusing on the 30% that matters the most. Yeah, you're thinking of... Because the kick is the one where she, like, spins. It's her sweep. I didn't mean to do that. Brings her back in about... Yeah, that's... It's either 2 or 4. No, oh no, 4's the swing, right? I think. It's 1. Yeah, I think the 2 is the 2 hitting overhand one. Yeah, that move's great. That is definitely one of the best buttons in the game. That's the Pareto principle. Should have explained it better. That's cool though. 70% of the result is focusing on the 30% that matters the most. Yeah. Her kicks suck. The 5, like the light kick is pretty solid because it frame traps into a bunch of shit up close. I think she's gonna do it a second time. She's gonna go into the grab. She's gonna do something else. I think her light kick's really strong. Oh, the heavy one that has poor range, yeah. Okay, we're about 100 off on life. We're an elder now. We have 100 weeks of lifespan left. I think we'll be okay. Will we be okay? I need 400 skill. I don't know if I'm gonna be okay. I still need to go on errantry one more time. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I might actually be a little bit short. It's fine though. If I need to combine this guy down, I can do that. I might need to reset for greats now. I don't know if we're doing that on stream. It might be easier to just make a combination and go from there. Yeah, because I'm getting 5s here. That's like what? That's 20 weeks. That's not great. On average, how long does it take a monster to get tourney ready? I'd say most of the time, like maybe like 6 hours. It does depend on the build, though. Okay, I think I'm gonna roll for something better. Joker takes about 33 minutes. I'm gonna aim for something better than 5s. Six. It's fine, it's whatever. We might start resetting for greats, though. I need skill. Is there an easy way for me to do this? Can't use Troron. Okay, I'll take 10s. 10s would be fine. I need 70 more. So if I got 10... Oh, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be close. I don't know if I can actually hit it. It's a 4. Five. Don't forget the errantry for Typhoon. Yeah, but I mean... Right at this point, it's up to if I can get my skill up. Maybe I should just focus on skill. Smiver's birthday. If I can get some greats on skill, I think I'll be okay. No Typhoon means that I might have trouble against tanks, but I think I'm going to do enough damage because I'm on the intelligence side that it won't matter, to be honest. Having nothing that does more than like 38 force is kind of rough, but it's okay. So yeah, we're re-rolling for some greats now. Give me some 10s. Tens here mean I can get it in like 40 weeks. Which is obviously pretty nice. Him being good-natured does make it, skip Typhoon. Well, we'll see. We'll see where we're at. This is a 15. So that's clean. If I can get some 15s, I think I'm okay. It's an 8? I'll take an 8. That's fine. Greats later on will be more important than they are now. Greats... I mean, Elder gains are still okay. That's like Adolescent, too. Nine? I'll take a 9. Just saying that because he entered a tank? Oh, okay. I mean, it would give me a better tank matchup, but I think my matchup against tanks is pretty fine already. To be completely honest. Doing this for like normal rolls is really rough. 12? Hell yeah. Going up to 999, baby. We're gonna make it happen. That was a good roll, but I lost a week of lifespan. I can't let that happen. Do I get here? 8? It's fine, I'll take an 8. I just got a great last time. I need to do fine against my guy either way. Need to use a pretty early build. He's not especially optimal. Okay. I'm dreading for when we get to Twilight, though. My stats are going to be awful. Another 12? I'm getting there. $80 weeks left. Another great. I'll take a 15. Every day I'll take a 15. But yeah, a little bit of a grind at the end of every monster. But, you know, there's also, like, an anxiety-inducing moment of, like, is he actually going to get it done? I think I'm going to be okay. It's going to be close, but I think I'll be okay. Life only being 70 off. If I enter him with less life, so be it. If my build is fine otherwise, I'm not going to stress too much. Looking for some better gains, though. 8? Well, we'll stick with 8. That's okay. I remember to feed him a powder at end of life because his form is quite low. It's only minus 80 right now. Nine is okay. Another 9. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. More 9s, eh? If I can roll 9s every time, that's fine. 9 and the occasional, great. Beautiful. Ellie doesn't have a great lifespan? No, he's got 250. So this guy's got 290. I didn't even see what this was. 7? No, we can do better than that. Yeah, 290 is obviously a very low lifespan. And then they're 9. I'm okay with 9s. Usually only raise Galley plan as Expedition Monster. It's a pretty good Expedition Monster, though. I could really go for a great to make up for all these 9s. No greats, you know? It's back-to-back 6s. That's a minimum roll. We're not taking that. We're in Elder 2 now, though. I guess 5 is actually the minimum roll. So 8 is our max roll now. So we're going to need some greats. We'll need greats end of life for life as well, but I think we'll be okay. I might have to finish this off stream. No, it's only 10:30. We'll see. This is going to be most of the stream at this point. But, I thought it was way later than it was. We can make it happen. An 8? Okay, fine. I'll take an 8 here. 70 weeks of lifespan. I'm being a little bit precious with my lifespan, but I just don't want to get stuck, you know? I think my next comp monster will be Golem or Durahan. Those are good picks. Another 8. That's okay. Yeah, Golem and Durahan are both really good monsters. I'll do some generational training, though. Golem, I think, is pretty easy to just raise as is. Durahan is a little bit harder, but he's mostly fine. The big thing with them that you're going to want to get is you're going to want to get ghost chips. Because ghost chips give you a +1 to speed drills. And you're going to want a not tank, you know? God damn, keep rolling 5s. Yeah, ghost chips go a long way. If you have anything that's low skill, you can use hanger chips for basically a +1 on what I'm doing here. Also need to get loads of money. Yeah, raising a... I never, like, uploaded it or anything, but I did do a couple of streams where I was like, how quickly can I get $1 million on this file? And it literally... I think it took, like, 15 years or something to have $1 million in the bank, and not, like, $1 million gross, but, like, $1 million of, like... $1 million gold that I could spend. Like, here I have 559,000. And I did it basically with an ape. And then I think I used Phoenix for a bit of it too. It was mostly ape, and then I got a plant, and I went on expeditions with the plant. So you can do it with an ape pretty easily. Comp training can get so boring. It can. feels tedious at times. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. This isn't the most fun I've ever had playing Monster Rancher. But that's also just because this is a really low lifespan mon. I would stress less about it if I wasn't streaming it, you know? I would be able to just do it while I'm watching a YouTube video or whatever. Okay, 777. We got lucky sevens, baby. We're gonna make it. If we didn't hit lucky sevens, I think we wouldn't make it. But yeah, this is the part I was talking about where, like, being able to talk to people and communicate during this part of the stream is the important part. Because it can be really, really grindy. And, you know, talking about stuff that's not Monster Rancher is a good way to keep people involved when they'd otherwise tune out. Next hair build, I'm for going straight and going all in on sharp text. That's pretty interesting. It's a neat idea for a build. Oh hell yeah. Give me a 15, baby. We are only 200 away. Got 66 weeks of lifespan left. So over a year still. We are doing totally fine. Here's that Avatar of the Gods have such a short lifespan, yeah. Okay, so you can't see the numbers I'm rolling, but I'm rolling 6s and 5s, and I obviously don't want those. 5 again. This is part of where emulator really comes in, because you can save state right before the thing and just re-roll it over and over again. It makes for a less, like, as uninteresting as it is to see me re-roll shit over and over again, it's a lot more hectic in emulator, and it makes it kind of weird to try and, like, splice together VODs for. Well, for how dragons live and she's flabbergasted. Yeah, Monol's got the short lifespan, Joker, Galley, Dragon. It's funny because they are all, like, pretty powerful casually, and then there's Monol, who is, like, very weak casually, but also, like, one of the strongest monsters in the game, so, like, the short lifespan makes sense. But his stat gains are so bad. I'm fine with getting the 8s. The 8s are okay. They must have known what they were doing. Oh yeah, and Naga as well, yeah. It's weird, because in Monster Rancher 1, lifespans aren't that different. It's like, I think it's like 100 weeks max between, like, the longest and the shortest. The idea of Galley being like a creature that you nurture is so funny to me. Yeah. He's like God's avatar, and he's also like a horse that you have to feed apples to. Okay, I didn't see what the roll on that was. 6? Sorry, guy. God damn, a 5? Come on, man. Give me a great. You haven't got a great in a while. That's an 8, that's fine. I'll take that. 11? That makes up for some of the 8s. Another great back-to-back would be beautiful. Instead, he gives me a minimum roll. Okay, we're 150 off. If we were getting 15s, that's 10 weeks. That's unlikely, but it's technically possible. 7. Come on. Come on, give me something better than that. 5? Fuck. It's talking to Zephyr and we discussed some of the easiest monsters just casually. I recalled my vid now. Said hair is one of the easiest monsters to use. I think so. I think hair is very, very basic and pretty strong. Hair's only real sticking point in casual play is that I don't think Kung Fu blows very good, and it's really easy to pick it up. But other than that, he has like no early game weaknesses, really. I'm a fan of Loot's YouTube videos. I don't know who that is. So I can't say that I'm not a fan, but I've never watched their stuff. Here's Kung Fu Fist blows easily as worst text barring intelligence. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm getting just unbelievably bad luck. I rolled like 4 5s in a row and a 6, which is like... The 5s are 25% chance. Help me out here. Another 5. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a cool animation. You're right. Another... Bro, what? That's a 4? I'm in old age now? Alright. We're in struggle mode. We can make this happen. This whole process of raising a monster has been a lot more fun and forgiving than I thought. Anytime I thought about what it would look like, I was picturing majority of being reset fest. For the most part, it's not. And if I were to raise 2 monster parents to raise this guy's stats, because, you know, if you combine down, you can get something with like 400 intelligence, skill, speed, life to like begin with. It'd be super, super easy. But I was lazy and didn't do any of that. So that's the only reason I'm doing this right now, is because I was lazy earlier on. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Life is almost there. If we do go on the errantry, it'll help shore up life pretty well. And skill, like I said, is less than 150 away, so... Is that a 6? I'm about ready to let that slide. I'm going to let the 6 slide. We have 57 weeks of lifespan left. You hear him scream his ass off and the upgraded text and there's electricity off them. Yeah, he's got the electric wind god fist animation on a bunch of his stuff. It's pretty funny. And it's so short that you can't see it. So I wonder if it was just like a nod. I just rolled a 3. So I think it's 3, 4, 5, and 6 for my rolls right now. Fuck. Now I might put a damper on things. Alright, let me do... Let me do some math. I have... 21 weeks if I roll 6s. So I'm okay. So I will keep 6s and greats, and everything else I'll re-roll for. That'll give me enough of a cushion to get the rest of the stuff. Because my life gains are not going to be good, but if I have 30 weeks to get 70 life, I think I can make that happen. What was that? A 3? Yeah, we can't allow that. Even with 3s, 6s and 5s are both probably okay. It'll keep me, as long as it takes like 30 or less weeks. God, I haven't got a great in so long though. It's pretty unfortunate. There we go. There's a 6. It's not a great, but it's a 6. That's where we're at. We're happy we're getting 6s. I've been playing HM using cheats to unlock all monsters because fuck unlocking Beaklon again. It is fun though. Oh hell yeah, an 11? Beautiful. I'll forget multiple hospital visits earlier. If that no, that was with a different monster. That was with the baby that I combined. I got a couple of texts and then I rolled them down. That wasn't on this guy. It does, like, you do lose a decent amount of lifespan through that, but that wasn't on him. Another one, beautiful. 2 back to back. It's only a 7, but I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no to that. Like Beaklons, that's a cool monster. Beaklon's sick, yeah. We're up to 900. We need 99 more. Let me roll something that's not threes, please. A 5? Okay, I'll roll a 5. That's a great? Oh my god. Fine, whatever. Hell yeah. We're doing okay, folks. Thought that seemed like an interesting decision. Yeah, no, it was the same monster. But that guy's name was A. That wasn't Smivers. I just used him to get a couple of attacks and a couple of tech uses. Because I knew it was going to be tough. Getting all the techs and entering all the tournaments I needed to with this guy. Wish Pixie was better. Pixie is one of my least favorite monsters in the game. I like some of the mixes, but I think Pixie as like a main breed is like a kind of gross monster to like be able to raise on the ranch. As a stand-in for like all monster girls and then all the different combinations give you all the different monster girls, like I think that's fine. But like in the new Monster Line game, Monster Farm line, they have so many new monster girls that aren't Pixie. It's really weird. So underwhelming is to whatever she's supposed to be. I think it's a pretty decent archetype, like fast, quick damage, easy to build, intelligence, skill, and speed. But then gets smoked and dies. And like, you know, that's an okay archetype. And then in PvP, I think she's pretty strong. Dude, we're getting so many great. Wow. Wow. The patience is paid off. Undine, pretty cringe on the ranch as well, yeah. Bit too anime for me, that's kind of my thing too. Dude. Blessed be. When it's holy, you know it's holy. That's all I'm saying. That's a 4. A 4? Don't give me a 4. Don't you like the Oni woman a lot? It's interesting, but I do think you could kind of do something similar with an Oni monster and then combine it with Pixie to make something that looked like that, you know? What I thought would be cool is if there was like a boar or something that was like Oni themed. Because that's the type of monster that's missing. It's a piggy monster. And then you can still have those mixes, right? But I could understand how they wanted to have something that was like more physical. I don't know. I think when you have a monster like Pixie, having other monster girls really like limits what you're able, or like it limits possible mixes in a way that like is kind of antithetical to what the game does. Because if you have two monsters that are like very similar, like Pixie and like QB or whatever, and now you have to think about like how you do those mixes. Whereas if you had a fox monster and you had Pixie, you could still make QB out of a mix of the fox and Pixie, right? You could still have that monster. I just want to play with bugs, goo, and bricks. That's me too. Okay, I'll take a 6 here. Folks, we're gonna make it. We're gonna survive. Not trying to have PS2 pixels make me feel some type of way, because they do be doing that. I only play Monster Rancher for the volleyball. Pixie, Undine, and QB are the unholy trinity of gacha games robbing gooners of their money. It's true. Man, I hate how goon has become a word that like people use. Like, it has a different connotation now, but like goon was already a nice word that meant a thing, right? Like hired goons. We had We had thugs, you know? And then they had to go and take a perfectly good word and make it weird. The Goonies, exactly. I hate how language changes. Nothing should ever change. I use a goon as the old definition anyway. Me too. Back in my day, a goon was an NHL player who do shit except fight. Yeah, fucking... get, like... What was his name? Was it Sean Avery? It was like... The movie Goon is about. Where it's like based on him. JP is an old style goon. Just join Patreon membership. Thank you for the nostalgic entertainment. We'll create a good monster. Verse me one day. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I have a new... When did that happen? Feels recent? It was very recent, yeah. I have a new Rancher Rundown coming out this month. I think I'm going to keep it a secret who it's about. I mean, if you're in the Patreon, you'll see, because I always let people in the Patreon know first. But, yeah, this month we get back to regular Rancher Rundowns. I guess last month was technically a normal Rancher Rundown. We were doing the combo breaker stuff. But we're back to an actual monster-based one. Twilight. Fucking Twilight. Give me some 5s, baby. Even if it's a great, I'll take the 5. Is it Galley? It's not Galley. We actually don't have so little left. That's the crazy part. There's a lot left. The last one I did on an actual monster, the last big video I made on a monster was 6 months ago at this point, almost. It was November, and it was on Jill. And then December, January, February, and then March, for the most part, 4 months, I worked on that Dragon Quest Monsters video, which I think is really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then I made the Rancher Rundown on PvP. So we're getting back into it. I'm gonna work on some video stuff tomorrow, actually. It's a 3. This sucks. Yeah, Jill was my last one. Oh, beautiful. Give me the 11. Content for Rancher Rundowns have improved so much. Yeah, I don't like watching the first one, and people always like talk about it, and they always are like, "Oh, you should watch this video if you want to learn about Monster Rancher or whatever." And it's just like, I feel like I'm comatose in that video. I hadn't like found my voice yet. I didn't really know how to speak for a narration because I had never done it before. I'd only ever done like a live thing. I never read a script like in my life, and so it didn't come off very well. I feel very, very slow, and you know. Then after that, I kind of overcompensated a little bit and went pretty fast. Like I spoke very quickly in a few of my videos. Imagine a hired goon now. Awful. Oh my god. That's a Craigslist ad. But yeah, I think I caught on pretty quickly. I would say around the Tiger video was around when I started. There was like a very, very early era where I wasn't putting out one every month. It was like 6 months for the first one, and then the offense and defense video, which I think is like very good on a structural level, but I don't think my performance in it is very good. But I do think it's good on a structural level. Like the editing is nice. And then Pixie Zoom, that was about 6 months, 7 months maybe for that. And then Tiger, I think, was my first one where I was like, this is like actually a really good video. And then, you know, it took a little while. And then I think around the time the Naga video came out, which was around the drop of DX, like right after the drop of DX, that was like a new like echelon I had hit where like my videos from that point on were a lot better because it was like Naga and Plant and Gel and Worm, and all those videos I think are really solid. And then I think the Golem video is like my new era. Like once I hit Golem, like every video since Golem has been really, really strong, I think. Dragon Quest video is actually fantastic. It's how I found your channel. Instantly subbed on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Smivers, you're old as fuck. Do we call him Smivers Prime? If we can finish him off, if we get to 702 life, we gotta call him Smivers Prime. Whatever, I'll take a 4. I'm only 13 off. I got 40 weeks of lifespan left. Which is enough to make this happen. Give me a great, though, and then I can just go home. Smivers. Smivers. You are old as fuck. Bump, bump. Don't die while you're trying to punch some rocks. Bump, bump. Oh, hell yeah. 996. That's the number you're supposed to call when there's an emergency. That's a Simpsons joke, right? Just don't call 911 anymore. This is the real number, 912. You're in your Golem era? Hell yeah. We did it. And a great for 3 points? You love to see it. You love to see it. We're done. We got 67 life to gain, a tech to get, and we're good. We are in Twilight, so getting the tech is probably out of the realm of possibility. We'll see. Well, you know what I'm going to do right now? Before we get any deeper, I'm actually going to remove the techs. I'm going to get rid of... because my techs are set up properly right now. So tech deletion is part of this tournament. Monster data, techniques page, close, 0, short, I want that mid, 0, long, 0. Okay. Bop. We did it. We got rid of the text we don't want. Is there a vid on how to do that on Steam? I don't know if there is. But I can probably put something together pretty quick. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. It'd probably take us an hour to finish the thing. But basically, on Steam here, let me pull this stuff up for you. So on Steam, you have cheat engine, and basically what you do here is you click open process, and this opens a list of all the things I have open right now. You click on Monster Farm 2, and then you open a file, and you know, I'm not going to go through all my files, but there's a cheat table that you can download for Monster Farm 2 DX or Monster Rancher 2 DX, and it has a bunch of stuff already made up. And so this is a really easy way to cheat if you want to. The thing is that not every parameter in the game is in here. I've added some stuff to mine to make it like so I can check additional values and stuff. The base table doesn't have everything in it, but you can change stuff like techniques. It has all of your monster's techniques, right? And I could give my monster all of these by changing these from 0s to 1s. So if I make this a 1, let me come back here. Now he has Thunderbolt, right? If I give him 2, then he's gonna have Giant Blow. 1 is on, 0 is off. So it's pretty easy. Building a cheat table is a lot more complicated, but because it's already built, it's pretty simple to get into. I'm probably just going to include this as like a bit in this video, or I'll make just like a short... I don't think I'm going to... No, you know what? This probably isn't going to make it into the video. But I will make a short, like, oh, here's how you use cheat engine video, I guess, for Monster Rancher. Cheating bastard, I know, my bad. Don't worry, I'll get rid of the giant blow. This is how LaQuelle never had gas? It's something like that, yeah. Oh, LaQuelle's the cheater, yeah. He definitely is. Or Warren Moe has Tasty Banana in rank C. What's up with that? Definitely would be an interesting as an in-game mechanic. I wonder how radically the tiers would shift if we weren't tied to basics. UKMR did it, baby. UKMR. I mean, to be fair, for Monster Rancher 3 onward, you had the ability to remove text. Monster Rancher 3 was a little bit complicated. You had to be like really specific in how you did it. Monster Rancher Advance was real easy. Advance 2 is real easy. 4 is pretty easy. And then UKMR literally has the ability to just choose your exact text. You basically have what's the equivalent of that cheat table, and you just choose which ones you want to turn on, which ones you want to turn off. Might make some rental monsters for my friends to try out this game. Friendly PvP. Carnage, hell yeah. Still need to figure out how to cheat the gray DNA capsule into your game. Do you have it on Steam? Or you just have it on Switch? Okay, so here's our stats. Speed is done, skill is done, intelligence is done. We need to go on an errantry, and we need 67 life. But we're doing pretty good. Do I just... You know what? I can make 2 files. Going on errantry as the very last thing I do is probably best for my lifespan because I don't have to rest it 2 additional weeks to get back into training. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll. If we can get 4s, a 4 in life is good. That's a max roll. But because we only need 67, 4s are cutting it close, but it'll be fine. It's a 2. The table you have has modification of items. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one I have has all the DNA capsules in it. Watch me fun doing this. Can see how comp train monster not named Hare. This is definitely a little bit more of a grind than I usually get up to, though. Oops. That was the wrong file. Okay. Come on. 3s and 4s are fine. I keep getting 1 and 2, though. 1 great would be nice. I'll take a 3. It's fine. Bro, it's 50-50 to get the odds I want. Better, because greats would be appreciated as well. But I am rolling low so often. There we go. I'll take another 3. Look up for errantry giving me life? Yeah. What ad am I using to track fatigue, stress, and life expectancy? Okay, so it's called the Advanced Viewer. Let's take a look right here. That's also how I can tell if I actually did the drill or not. It's this thing. You just choose which emulator you're attached to, and it gives you all your details. This is an older version of it. I haven't upgraded to the new version yet. But, yeah, it's got basically everything you could want on it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I am aware of the errantry giving me life. The thing is that the gains are going to be pretty random as well, so it's going to be tough. But when I get to about, like, 680, I think I'm going to go, and we'll see what happens. Because, you know, if I'm, like, 5 life short or whatever at the end of it, it's not that big of a deal. Same cheat engine table gives you that ability. Yeah, you could also use the cheat engine table if you want. Okay. Give me one grate. Make it nice for me. We used up all of our grates on the skill. Bro. Not getting ones would be nice. I'll add it. What website do you download it for? Using emulator, just got back to the game. I don't know if where the easiest way to download it is from. Probably if you just go to the legendcup.com. It's in the downloads page for that. Legendcup.com is like the Monster Rancher wiki. It has all the info on everything and, you know, competitive play, how to make monsters, everything. Everything you could look for. Wow, god damn. It's only giving me 1s and 2s. It's killing me. Hell yeah. I will take a 6. I'm desperate. 6 is looking mighty nice right now. Wow, my form is actually really, really low. I gotta feed it some cup jellies. Or powders. Powder is fine. Because I can always just feed it nuts oil again. Plus the editor's Legend Cup, yeah. It's almost entirely just Fenric, who busts his ass for it. Okay, life 651. Oh my god, it'd be so funny if I was just short, but I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, another one? Hell yeah, give me another 6. Let me know if you have trouble finding it, but there is a downloads page and like mods and stuff like that. Fenric works very hard, he does, yeah. It's a real shame he couldn't make it out to Combo Breaker. Get a grade for a 4? I'll take a grade for a 4, I don't care. Back-to-back 1s, come on. Back-to-back-to-back 1s? 25%, 25%, 25%. 25%. Bro, 4 1s in a row? Oh no. And a 2? I'm almost willing to accept a 2 at this point. Another 1? Bro, it's 50-50. He's either getting 1, 2, 3, or 4. So it's 50-50 to get a 1 or a 2. Oh my god, another 1. I basically flipped a coin and landed tails like 7 times in a row there. I'll take a 3. Whatever. Whatever at this point. I'll take a cup of jelly. We got a diamond mark. It's a good great. That's a great great. Next month, we're going on errantry, folks. It's happening. How do you know it's a low number before it even begins? So I'm using, I was just showing this off. I'll show it again, though. There's this add-on we play with called the Advanced Viewer, and it just shows you all your monster stats. And so I can see what my life changes to here, from like 674 to whatever. And it allows me to just... I don't know what happened there. It allows me to speed things up. And do things with less trial and error. Because there's a lot of trial and error in this game. Did it get louder? You got so scared? Oh, that's, It's a different scene, yeah. Like when it went black, the background got loud, and then it's back now. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different scene. I'm pretty sure that scene exists just to play ads for when we were doing charity stuff. I would like something that's not a 1, please. At this point, I don't think it matters too much, to be completely honest, but... Bro, that's what I get for getting a 10, I suppose. Just a million 1 rolls. Oh my god, again. Here, I thought you were so knowledgeable that I just knew based on pixels. Man, I wish. Bro. These have all been 1 gains. 25%. Okay. I'll take a 3. $27 weeks of lifespan left. Whatever, I'll take 2. We only need 23 more points in life, so we're doing okay. Like National Rainbow to Monster Rancher. I'm not that good. I can play the game blindfolded. I can figure out who I'm fighting depending on the sounds and stuff like that. And people have told me that's very impressive. But, oh yeah, that's another thing. I gotta edit the last year's VOD still. It always takes me like 6 months or so, or 8 months before I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and edit the blindfold VOD. It's impressive, thank you. Okay, here we go. Get the last tech. Last year's was super fun. Rolling a golem, getting to the major 4. You won what? 1 of the major 4, I think? Galley being stuck in rank A was so unfortunate. Or the Mono being stuck in rank A when we did that. Punch him. I always forget what we named him. We named him on like one of the very first DX streams, and then the name just never stuck. It's like Wilfred or something. Alright, we're getting 1s, baby. Spirit Punchline? No, this is for Typhoon. I just realized I made a mistake. So because I got rid of his techs, he's gonna learn back blow again. Because I got rid of back, or whatever the heavy one is, I think. Whack. That looked like the upgraded one though. That looked like Typhoon. Oh, I don't have enough power. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, that was Hurricane. Well, that was Typhoon. Should I be suspicious if a random shrine monster has a goofy stat number? It usually just means it's a reference to something. The first thing I would do is check Legend Cup and see what those stat lines correspond to, because a lot of the times they have like special, like battle specials, or they have a really long or a really short lifespan or something like that. But most of the time they're just references to something. Okay, I can get 1s here, it's fine. I don't want to get a 1 every week, but I can get 1s. The move with all sixes, well, that's, you know, he's the devil, right? These magical fantasy creatures we call monsters. Then we have sharks, camels, and gorillas. Yeah, it's really funny how there's just regular-ass animals. Pokemon is like that too, right? It's just best not to think about it too much. It's fine for stuff to be, like, anachronistic, and it's fine for stuff to be, like, not the most logical. Life index gonna be okay? Yeah, we're fine. I got 15 weeks of lifespan left, and I need 10 life, so we're okay. I literally can't fail it at this point. We're gonna finish the monster, guys. Remember when Pokemon had non-Pokemon animals, mainly fish, and now they don't even do that? Yeah. How's everyone's favorite Smithers doing? We're almost done. And by almost done, I mean we're done. We did it. We hit the exact number. Amazing. Okay, so I gotta feed her to powder, and we're done. 99 loyalty is fine. I don't really care about getting 100. But yeah. It all worked out. Hell yeah. Cool build. Cool boogie. I don't really care too much about setting his techs in the right order, though I do have enough lifespan to do that. Maybe we do that. Dude, the grate on this too. He's flying at the end of his life, man. Magic bananas really help with that, yeah. So now we win instead of being a chump at combo breaker. Yeah, I know, exactly. Alright, I can do that too. That's fine. Whatever. 100 loyalty. He has Typhoon active. I don't know about his other techs, but like everything in this slot is pretty good. Firewall I wouldn't want, but it's okay. Yeah, we're done. Isn't Thunderglow pretty good in HM? It's better, but I think I need to save a slot. I think I need to leave something open. I'd rather not be swinging Firebolt or Thunderbolt frame 1. Okay. So, Bob, do you want to... Oh yeah, you said your monster has like crappy techs. But if anyone's got a monster they want to throw up against me that they're entering on Thursday, you know, it is HM, so the monsters aren't going to perform identically. But we can do some testing. Yeah, we can test. We can test against Luffy first. Yukon DX. Hell yeah. Niji. Okay. We got some monsters. All right. So, let's get some bets in. We haven't done bets in a while. Who do you think's gonna win? You got predictions live. You got the illustrious Smivers on the left, and you got combo breaker champion Luffy on the right. Who do you guys think is gonna take it? Welter White, hell yeah, that's a good name too. So Yukon DX, King Wumbo, Niji. Welter White, Heavy Whale. Okay, we'll get into it. What do we got on this? 55% on the champ. Okay, best 2 out of 3, here we go. Oh, Blazewall was active? That's nice. I'd keep Blazewall active. Oh, he goes for Firewall. The straight. Big miss on the second one. Firewall at 73. That's some good damage. 2 in a row. Do we see a third? He could do it, but he's going to relax a bit. Red Wisp at 53. Kind of BM, and it misses. Luffy goes for the gas. Speaking of BM, another Firewall would be pretty good. Heart Straight going to do good damage. Not enough to kill on the crit, even. Power Red Wisp. I mean, everything he has will kill, but he doesn't need to go for anything big. Goes for the Red Wisp with power. Going to do good damage. A ton of Withering. That's going to be game number 1. No grit. Hell yeah. Game number 2. Is Smivers going to... Why'd I say it like that? Is he going to do it? It was so nasal. Weird. Is he going to redeem me? He could do it. 269. Feeling fine. 50 guts. About even on the life. Napalm 67%. It misses. That's a huge amount of guts to spend and not get anything for it. Backblow misses. Luffy still has about a 10 guts lead though. And he has a slightly faster guts rate. Whirlwind at 43. Ooh, it would have killed, but it misses. Backblow gonna miss at 38%. Luffy still hanging in there. Straight gonna miss as well at 69. Smivers doing his best. Duck and weave. Gets hit with a straight. Puts him in the yellow. Doesn't give him power though. Red Wisp again. He likes going for the Red Wisp. That move got buffed decently in hard mode, so I'm excited to see what it can do. See Blaze Wall at 69%. It's going to miss. Oh, Luffy dodging at the last second. He did what he had to do. That was a good play. Would you like to see more control over AI battles in hypothetical new Monster Rancher? Randomness more exciting. I think if we had a way to control personality, it would be fine. Because personality is a thing in UKMR. It's just... it's very, very detrimental a lot of the time. Oh. A little bit of damage there. Red Wisp, a real bad player right now. Hope he doesn't do it. Oh, fuck. It's fine. Wither 20. Decent damage. Typhoon on a 50-50 because of the guts lead. That's pretty spooky. Firewall at 73. Goes for the Typhoon. It's going to land. Blew him away. 999 damage. That's going to be it. Smivers is your new combo breaker champion. He won Thug Finals. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. Alright. Good games. Hey, Captain Lizard, thank you for the follow. Okay, who is next? King Wombo. Smivers. Bro, this is... I can't find him. Hell yeah, he's got a little bit more life. I like that. Lost the belt. 24/7 belt. Changes hands. Alright. Predictions live. Who do you like? Do you like Smivers or do you like King Wombo? The king of Wombology. You prefer YouTube? Yeah, that's why I tried to stream to both now, because I realized that once it was like possible and, you know, Twitch wasn't gonna strike me for TOS, that it was there's people who are just never gonna watch Twitch. Well, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. No title match, just an exhibition. Smivers got to make it through the gauntlet. I think he can do it. This is a pretty strong build, and it's stronger in HM, which is the crazy part. Okay, nobody bet on Smivers. 100% of the money is on King Wombo. This is going to be a much scarier build, I think, in hard mode. The move's completely different. Diving press, or body press, rather. You know, the Red Wisp there isn't actually a bad play. 45% on this is spooky. He's ultra dead. Do we see a grit? Gotta watch the cape. Oh, he does a grit. It's so funny because he's supposed to, like, you know, unflatten, but he's already two-dimensional, so Headbutt 57 dodge. Okay, he got it. He's in there. Red Wisp, not really the play right now. You don't need to wither. Whirlwind can still do it. Another headbutt. Get out of the way! Ah, you couldn't get out of the way. He loves Red Wisp, yeah. It is better in HM, though. That's why I picked it up. Got the whole suggestion thing? No, it's fine. I understand, like, the reason I still do both is because Twitch lets me do all this fun stuff, right? Alright. Not a great opening for my guy. Can we see a body press? Whiff, though? It's like, yeah, it's like 20 guts in HM. Okay, we dodged the headbutt. We're still in there. Blazewall 67. Into the Red Wisp. Okay, this one's gonna land. Alright. We're in it. We're not down 60 guts anymore. Body press. Go for it. Bro, he doesn't want to do it. He knows he's winning. He's like, why would I risk it? I lied. He's gonna hit it anyway. You know, sometimes you dodge 2 entire attacks in the set, which is what happened for me there. Not much you can do when you get that unlucky. GG's. What are you gonna do? Nobody lost any money. That's Monster Rancher. It's also a weaker move. It's like significantly weaker, but it's very, very different. Yukon DX was next, and then Niji after that. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you like? Please no suffocation. Yeah, let's Smivers. Let's move up to slot 1 and just chill there. Pretty spry for a walking narwhal. Yeah. We all knew what it wanted. It's true, he did. 950 skill for 750 life is pretty interesting. Slot 4 is going to be spooky. What do we got? 96% on my guy this time? Alright, exact opposite of last time. Gelcopter, 49%. It's going to land. Alright, we're going to game 2. I'll dodge something one of these days. I used up all my dodging on Luffy, I guess. Yes, suffocation. Or Gelcopter again? Alright, whatever. Cool, good set. I will eventually dodge something, it's fine. Not much you can do about it. Nijimaru up next. We got a tanky fight. GG, shake my hand, yeah. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Who do you like out of these two? Can't dodge a helicopter, it's true. I wouldn't be able to. Who do you guys like in this one? It's about even on this one. I think some people made some money on that last one. 96% on my guy, and then, you know, not dodging. Okay, 64% on Smivers. Blaze Wall, still good damage even though it's a hit tech. Somersaults can do good chunk. Not enough to put me into power, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Pinch throw 41. Oh, we dodged something. We got 40 guts lead. Firewall. Yeah, just use the weakest attack you got. It's okay, bro. I believe in you. Oh, there's a whirlwind. This will be enough. Even as a tank, because Smivers is intelligence-based, he does more damage. Tank builds at 3,500 stat cap seem so risky. There's a lot of really good tanks in 3,500. It's just that they often don't have great defense against intelligence. Don't proc anger, and we're okay. Okay, we procced anger. Another one. This is a great way for me to lose. Down 30 guts. Angry bite. Damn, that was a good chunk of damage. Fury, though. Oh my god. Another one. It's not enough. Firewall with Fury? Oh my god. Big damage. Fury procs there? Holy shit. We're just chilling. And the somersault comes out at 660? What the fuck was that match? Oh my god. My guy just didn't want to win. That was an easy win. He just... You know, again, I've dodged one attack in the set so far. Oh my god. Bro, I'm dying here. Like, what the fuck is happening? Just like the most unlucky man to ever live. Typhoon! We did it. We did it. Smivers is holding back. He used his big move when he needed to use his big move. Okay, Walter White was next. GG's GOAT. I got my ass beat game 2. That was a crazy game. Was it, spell it wrong? Was it that? He got one at least? Yeah. State of that last match was angry? Yeah. Alright. We're gonna be fighting a lot of whales today. Prediction is live. We saw how it went last time. He's won a tournament before? Yeah, he's pretty good. I do like tank monsters. 3,500 is definitely the best format for them outside of, you know, something like Unholy Specialist format or Lightweight. Welterweight, they're about 50-50. They're fairly well balanced. But in 3,500, the good tanks are, like, really good. Body press and HM is so absurd. 40 force for 20 guts and only -5 accuracy. Yeah, it does like a lot of self-damage, though. Nobody bet on this one. I'm going to give myself the win. Nobody bet. You guys are asleep at the wheel. Wonder if int tanks might be a bit better with tech deletion since int builds are more common. Yeah, by default. Is this the exact same build? Oh my god. Oh no, it's also got tail lashes. You learned how to dodge. It's true. That's what happens when you can dodge, man. You're kind of asleep. It is getting late. We're just running some games because, you know, it's not quite midnight yet. Headbutt at 54. He dodged 2 attacks in a row. It's happening. Alright. Now you're feeling yourself a little bit. Relax. Oh, the body press miss. Oh, he hits it? That's going to be enough. 731. Oh my god. Moving like Ali. I think it's the first time that's happened on my channel. I think it's the first time nobody's bet, yeah. But I said my guy won it, and then he did win it. And when was the last one? Heavy Whale? And I don't know if there's anyone else. I could try it against some of my 3,500s. You got one more? Okay. We're fighting all the Zillas. Hairhound named Terry? Okay. Alright, so he's 1-1 against the whales. This is the rubber match. Prediction is live. Make your bets. Like Terry Bogard, hell yeah. Guy's gonna be a lot better in HM. Yeah. I mean, so is Bob's, and my guy got blown up by him. Bippity boppity, my cursed dance Racky. Hell yeah. Whole moveset's been improved. I mean, that's almost the case for like every monster, right? Okay, 75% on Heavy Whale. Oh, another Typhoon off the hop. Knocking out, that's going to do good damage. Tail Lashes, is this enough to finish him off? With a crit, yeah. Well, without a crit, that would have done like 400, so it would have been enough. So glad Zilla didn't make top 4 with knocking off at CB. It's a funny name for a tech. Oh man, he's hitting that Typhoon though. It's almost a coin flip. It's about the same accuracy in that situation as Gelcopter. Seeing Gelcopter below 50% chance to hit is really weird though. Another belly attack? Okay. It misses too. In slot 2, another Typhoon? Terry Typhoon. Goes for the Red Wisp. Okay, this is going to land. This is going to do a good chunk of withering. Tiny bit of damage. He's still behind, but at least now Heavy Whale does not have the Guts lead anymore. He is building Guts slightly faster than his opponent. Tail Lashes here should not kill without a crit. Puts him in the yellow. Doesn't give him power, which is a little bit unfortunate for Smivers. Blaze Wall, crit here could kill, but it doesn't, and he gives his opponent power instead. Tail Lash is a pretty good play right now. Both monsters can attack. Scratch at 47. It's going to land. Do we see a grit? No grit. Close one. But Heavy Whale is going to take it. GG's. Okay. There's a Terry next. So what am I right now? I am 3-3. 3-3. That's pretty good. Yeah, the slow gust rate makes Copter worse. Alright. Prediction is live. It's kind of a casual monster. Smivers does have a slow gust rate. In The Simpsons, he does as well, too. That's like the one thing everyone knows about him. So he's got a slow gust rate. Okay, what do we got? Didn't know what you were doing back then. We got 90% on Smivers. Terry can still do it. I've had almost this exact same scenario on stream before, where I fought a Tiger with like 300 life and like unoptimal stats otherwise, and I still lost because, you know, I just couldn't hit it. Now the Red Wisp, we're wisping. We're also going to do a little bit of damage. Good damage on the crit there. Back when Sport was young, but now we have entire industries for training monsters. Yeah. Whirlwind's going to take it. Need to take my leave, be well. Well, thanks for tuning in, as always. Game number 2. Blazewall, I think, is a one-shot. Typhoon definitely is. Alright, well, that was... Sorry. He died, I'm sorry. Let's see how he does against one of my guys. Well, a lot of these are 3500s. What if we did Smivers versus What Are You Waiting For? Because they're both, you know, 3500 monsters. Alright, start prediction. If you haven't seen What Are You Waiting For, it has Vital Ritual and Mega Shotgun, and that's it. Predictions live. What Are You Waiting For is way better in hard mode. It got second in the last tournament it was in, and I think it's always got top 4 in every tournament it's been in for macho stuff. There any unknowns still in the game? Sorta. I mean, the problem is that people like to pretend there isn't. And so because of that, the rationale, and or rather the narrative is that like everything is solved, but things always can be improved on, right? There's certain monsters where it's like, we do know like the definitive best build, but there might be formats where that's not the best build, and like maybe you need to adjust it slightly. Damn. Nobody believes in Smivers here. Battle Ritual's a war crime in HM? Yeah, it's pretty stupid. Alright, well that might be game. GG's. Firewall at 70? He's gonna dodge it though, he's hanging out. Wonder if he'd beat Hatterra with that Typhoon. We could try that too. Kind of surprised Blazewall didn't kill there. Or, what do you call it? Napalm. Color Pandora's little withering animation where they like do the head spin is so funny to me. Alright, game 2. See if you guys lose all your chippies. Mega Shotgun opener, it's gonna land. Do some good damage. Typhoon, GG's. That's it. One Color Pandora in the front must be strong as shit. Yeah, he's benching the other two. You guys all lost your money. Okay, there was a couple other monsters people had said. Lucifuge. And then there's one before that. Bippity Boppity. Let's do Bippity Boppity first. So he's what, 5 and 3 now? Do you have them uploaded, Bob? No monster named Bip. Lucifuge was next. Okay, galley fight. Power versus intelligence. You have to upload it? Okay, no rush. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like here? I'll probably just do this. We'll do Hatterra and we'll do Bippity Boppity and then we'll call it. But if you don't want to upload it, then that's fine. I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy. I'm just happy this actually turned out fine. And then we're back tomorrow. I think I'm going to be doing some speedrunning tomorrow. He's up? Okay. Bro, nobody likes my guy. Nobody's betting on him at all. Is this broken, or do you guys just really hate me? It's the exact same bet as last time. We have 3 bets equaling 1,000. Yeah, or 3,000, yeah. 3, wow. All right. I believe in him. 3 hours of streaming? I mean, 3.5, almost 4 by the time we're done, yeah. Honestly tired, forget to bet. Yeah, it's, I started a little bit late tonight. Tomorrow we're going to try to start right at 8. Let's go by fast. How am I supposed to bet and play Picross at the same time? You know, you make a good point. Ooh, Street's going to do good damage. T-Bolt? This wasn't made for this tournament, you can tell. Red Wisp, gonna do some good damage there. Avoiding back blow is pretty interesting. Right in the fanfic too, nice. Oh, the crit Red Wisp. Move is better than I think people give it credit for. I'm not gonna lie. Animation is really long, but it does wither a decent amount. T-Bolt is not it. Well, no, but he didn't make... This monster wasn't for a tech removal tournament. Do we see power immediately? We got real power, baby. Hell yeah. You'll have to see it. Oh, fuck. You're super dead. Oh, real's not stopping that. Oh my god. That's it, 199. It did. GG's, Lumpy. Well, 6 and 3. Bippity Boppity and Hadra. And then we're gonna call it. I did start the stream pretty late today. Oh, this is the single attack. Oh, this is a fucked up monster. This is like... This is an okay build. It's a funny but like kind of stupid build in vanilla. In HM, it's kind of like actually insane. Okay, prediction is live. So this monster only has Curse Dance. That's the only move it has. Curse Dance in this game in vanilla has 55 cost, and it's 35 force, 35 withering, 35 sharpness, and 0 hit, which is, you know, pretty good for 55. It's probably the only 55 cost move that's actually worth its cost in vanilla. In hard mode, it costs 80, and it has plus 40 hit. Good luck, thank you. We're just doing some practice battles. I'm 6 and 3 in the practice battles. Yeah, plus 40 hit. It's a... On top of that, Raki also has a 6 guts rate, so that combination makes him the best monster in hard mode. It's legitimately stupid. But we're not playing on the hard mode mod, so he's not nearly as good. But I think this build is still, like, you know, it's got potential. He's well gonna do good damage. You won't get to attack very often, though, is the thing. Curse Dance gonna land. How much damage? 500? 650. Good withering. I got power, but I can't do anything with it. Probably a bit more balanced with 8 guts rate. Yeah, definitely. This is the matchup you don't want to use Red Wisp in. Whirlwind is pretty good here. 361, not enough to kill. Dodge it. Oh, baby, that's a win. Curse Dance just Rio's super from KOF. It's pretty similar, yeah. Firewall's gonna take it. Do we see a grit? We don't. I just gotta dodge one. That's it. Game 2. See some typhoons. Oh, the Curse Dance off the hop? At least it's over quick, right? Blaze Wall still doing good damage. What? Damn, the Guts lead. Guts Correction really helping out there. 200 damage. He's in trouble. Firewall probably won't kill, but it'll be close. 166. 2 in a row, that'll do it. No grit. We go 7 and 3, folks. We're making it happen. And one more tank to finish off the night. He also doesn't have grit because of the rules of Freya's tournament. Ah. Oh, this is for Freya's. That's cool. Wait, is Freya's tournament in hard mode as well? Hathara is a common monster that we see in the DXBL. Good, tanky tiger build. Real fun. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. Prediction is live. Who do you like here? Luffy fought this tiger and lost. It's a really good build. Tank Tiger is real spooky. A big reason why Kamui is banned is because of how strong Tank Tiger is. But on top of that, what's really fucked up about Kamui is because of the 6 guts rate, it can spam stuff a lot faster. And it can just like swing, stab like over and over again. So what you'll see a lot of the time in like a 3500 build with Kamui is it'll have like 800 skill, which is like super low, which makes most of its attacks have like 30% chance to hit. But the 800 defense and 900 life makes it so tanky that you're not going to outdamage it 90% of the time. And then what it'll do is it'll have 800 skill and it'll get roll assault, which is a tech that, you know, you normally don't see on Tiger too often because it doesn't do any damage, but it's super, super accurate. And so that makes up the difference, and you just can't outdamage it before you die. You spend all your guys trying to take it out. What in particular makes Tank Tiger better than Tank Niton or Tank Suezo? I don't think it's necessarily better than Tank Niton. Kamui is definitely better, but that's just because of the guts rate. I think if Niton had something that was plus 20 hit that it could reliably use, it would also be really busted. Firewall miss at 99. All right, good start. But we hit the Typhoon, so we're still in there. I think Violent Shell is enough for Niton. You think Violent Shell is enough for Niton to be like? Sorry, I don't know what you're asking. What are you talking about? I'm saying Kamui is broken because it can run significantly minus skill. And that's why we don't allow it. I didn't say anything about Tiger being better than Niton as a tank. But if Niton wanted to be as good as Kamui, it would need something that's like plus 20. Firewall, gonna do a little bit of damage. That's actually not bad. Napalm can finish this off. 490. Damn. Alright, we're going to game number 3. The withering on everything on Suezo is good because it does mean his opponent gets to attack less. And when his opponent gets to attack less, he gets to survive longer, which is great. Went from Firewall to Napalm. Red Wisp. It's fine, I didn't give him anger. Oh, fuck, he did it again. Don't give him anger. Okay, we're fine. Everything's okay. This game is cozy. It's not cozy when you're missing back-to-back 99%, but it is cozy otherwise. A double combination miss, I'll take that. No, another Red Wisp. Man, this game is... I'm dying here. Stop. You have other attacks? Oh no. He's trying so hard to lose. Oh my god. Go use Bite. Okay, this is build up the guts. You got stuff in slot 2. Beautiful miss. Did it. Oh my god. Got my kind of luck so far? Yeah. GG's goat. Damn, I keep stealing people's money. Alright, so... I don't know. 8-3 tonight? That's not bad. It was looking kind of rough at the beginning. We lost to some whales. He got warmed up though, yeah. If something is 99%, is that truly 99%? Or is that 99% minus a dodge chance? No, it's actually 99%. It doesn't do the things that like Fire Emblem and other games with percent chances do, where it adjusts it based on like human biases and like what we think 99% is. It's literally 99%. It's a 1% chance to miss. I don't see what Tiger's power is in slots 1 and 2. It doesn't have much. It's pretty bad in slot 1 and 2. Niton has million whips and electric stabs to at least shore that up, and Suezo still... What are you arguing? Brother, who are you arguing with? Because I literally didn't even say Tiger is better as a tank. You're making an argument that nobody's disagreeing with you on. I don't know what conversation we're having. Tiger's slot 1 is like okay, like Bite is a fine basic tech. Slot 2 is kind of crappy. And then slot 3 has stab, and then if you're running Kamui, you can run roll assault. You're not arguing necessarily. I think Million Whips is a detriment a lot of the time. It's a good move until it misses, and then it's a huge pain in the ass. See you tomorrow, Toji. But yeah, I think you're just trying to figure stuff out. I do think Tiger is a worse tank than Niton without Kamui. With Kamui, I think Niton's the best tank in the game. Outside of the stuff that's banned, obviously. Like, Ripper is probably a better tank, but Speed Ripper is probably better than Tank Ripper. And then, what do you call it? Like Punisher and Time Noise could be better tanks as well. Kamui's a better tank, Metalner's a better tank, but then other than that, you really need like that stupid fast guts rate to make it work. Okay, yeah, let's see who is streaming right now. That's pretty fun. I'm really glad we got him done in time, and then he did really, really well in testing. He got lucky, he got unlucky. It was a good mix of just insane luck and bad luck. So I'll take it. If we fall through on the raid, you get free channel points. I'm sure some of you are missing points after that. And it would be nice to, you know, get some back. We got a lot of friends streaming tonight. Let's raid our boy 3 Up Moon. We haven't raided Matt in a while. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good night. We're gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some speedrunning probably. Maybe some other stuff. Don't know entirely what my plan is, but speedrunning is top. And then we'll see if there's anything else we can do. But yeah, I enjoyed tonight. I'm really glad we got it done. And the VOD for this should be up fairly soon. So I'm going to get some sleep. We're going to start a little bit earlier tomorrow. We're going to start like actually at 8 p.m. And yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in.